Well, good evening, sports fans, and thanks for logging on here to GSPN, the Green Devil Sports Network, here on YouTube. My name is Nolan Peters. Again, welcome to the broadcast as we are in Osage, Iowa, here at Sawyer Field, as the Osage Green Devils get ready to take on the Jesup Jayhawks here in the opening round of the Class 2A state playoffs. Just looking at how we got here with both teams, the Green Devils, they come in 5-3, currently on a 3-game winning streak. They started the year, just looking at the picture here, started the year week 1 against St. Ansgar at home. They lost that one 28-14. They went on the road in week 2 and played Gardner Hayfield Ventura. They came away with a 7-0 victory. In week number 3, back at home, it was homecoming versus a very good Dyke New Hartford team. And the Wolverines won that one by a score of 35-6. And then the Green Devils opened up district play in week number 4. Another home game. They were taking on the Chickasaws of New Hampton. A dominating performance in that one. The Green Devils won 34-6 over New Hampton. They go on the road to North Fayette Valley over to West Union. And everything that could go wrong for the Green Devils that night did, as North Fayette Valley never trailed in that one. They won 35-0. But the last 3 weeks, or last 2 games, I should say, Osage really got back on track. They got their starting quarterback, Quinn Street, back, who was out with a hand injury early in the season. They go over to Cresco early in October and beat the Crestwood Cadets 20-10. And then their last game that they've played was a home game 2 weeks ago from tonight here with Waukon, and Osage dominated that one 42-6. Last week, Osage was off. They received a forfeit victory over Olwine, and that's where they sit 5-3. They went 4-1 in Class 2A District 3 to finish in second place to get this home game to take on a Jesup Jayhawks team. And you just look at their picture this year, and I would say one of those teams definitely a lot better than what their record shows. They're 4-4 overall coming in. They went 2-3 in Class 2A District 6. They won their first 2 games of the year. That's the thing with the Jayhawks. They won their first 2 games, lost 4, and then won their last 2. Beat Wapsie Valley in week 1, 20-13. Got a win over Olwine, 49-12. And then played 4 really good teams in a row. They lost to Hudson in week 3, 35-21. And then they started district play, taking on a very good PCM team, one of the top-ranked teams in Class 2A. Lost that one 55-7. And then lost to West Marshall 45-13. Lost a heartbreaker, a close one to Union 27-20. So Jesup really had their backs up against the wall the last 2 weeks of the regular season. They were 0-3 in district play, and they still controlled their own destiny, and they did just that. They got a win over Iowa Falls Alden 35-6. And then last week, a win over Vinton Shellsburg 41-20. So with that win last week, it made a 3-way tie for third place in District 6, with Jesup getting the 3rd spot. Olwine finished in 4th, or excuse me, Union finished in 4th. And then missing the playoffs was Iowa Falls Alden. So Jesup Jayhawks, a 3 seed, or yeah, they were the 3rd team in District 6, and 2 versus 3, with the 2 being at home. That's your matchup. Just kind of looking at the rest of the playoff field here as we're in the early stages of the pregame show. Looking at the matchups, 4th place at 1st place tonight, you got Waukon taking on Anamosa. Sheraton taking on Kemper Catholic over in Carroll tonight. Union LaPorte City makes a trip over to Mid-Prairie. Monticello is at North Fayette Valley. Des Moines Christian is probably one of the best games in the entire first round. Des Moines Christian at PCM. I know that's a rivalry between those two as well. So Des Moines Christian, a team that was ranked a lot of the year in the top 10 in Class 2A, taking on a highly ranked PCM team. So that's going to be a good one. Cherokee makes a short trip over to Spirit Lake. Albia is at Van Meter. And then Gardner Hayfield Ventura travels all the way to Inwood to take on West Lyon. So those are your 4th place at 1st place matchups in Class 2A. 3rd place at 2nd place. Again, we talked about, obviously, Jesup on the road here at Osage. Other matchups, you got Greene County at Clarinda. Forest City travels over to Central Lyon, George Little Rock. Mediapolis at Northeast. Western Christian at Okoboji. Crestwood traveling down to Story City to take on the Roland Story North. And Centerville's at West Burlington Notre Dame, and West Liberty at West Marshall. So those are your playoff matchups here in round number 1. I now welcome in our color analyst. We got Josh Olson here in the broadcast booth with us. And Josh, man, finally football weather. We've had some crazy weather this year in a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah, like nice and warm. And
no rain,
no wind, nothing like that. And now here we are in the playoffs, and it finally feels good. Currently 53 degrees here at Sawyer Field.
Absolutely. It'll probably be, mid-40s maybe by the time we get done with this game. And you'll be right at that cusp of seeing kind of that breath out there on the field a little bit. And, wonderful night. The Green Devils come out here after a week of relaxation, I'll call it, relax the muscles a little bit. They don't have to get hit and beat up. And that, you and I were discussing that, Nolan, is sometimes the bye week isn't necessarily a good thing. You want to keep that momentum going. We've had 2 straight wins, really good wins. And, but for a team that's, I don't call us thin, but we're thin-ish. Right, There's not a ton of depth in some spots, and we, knock on wood, but we've been relatively injury-free, except for our quarterback.
Yep.
And maybe, just maybe, this gets us healthy enough to get through the stretch run here, get some of those guys, because as I as well, 8-9 weeks of football, the bruises don't go away week to week, and they start to, you don't really feel like it, but you do get a little bit slower as the season wears on, where a week might come in here, they're not 30-year-old NFL players, but it still works on you. So the other side of that coin is are we a little bit sluggish maybe in the first quarter, getting back up to game speed, right? And that's always we see that bye weeks in the college and the NFL game. You kind of see that first quarter is more of a, this is live bullets again kind of thing. And Jesup's no joke. This is going to be a really good game. Really, I think 2 teams that kind of look like each other a little bit from offensive standpoints. Might be a preview into next year's districts as we reshape districts. You just never know. Last time we saw Jesup was 2020, and that was a heck of a game. You and I are talking about that. You remember it more vividly than I do about how that game kind of went. Lost a heartbreaker at the end. I remember because we got locked in the stadium that night.
That was fun trying to get out of there. Yeah, our first trip ever down to Jesup, and we walked into the wrong gate, which was okay to get there, but then that means on the way back that gate was locked. The gate that we needed to go to was just on the complete opposite end of the field. So we were like, yeah, we ain't doing that. We climbed over a fence. We threw the equipment over the fence and climbed over it. So,
that'll be in our shenanigans from the road book someday down there. But back to this. Just excited. We've been taking I took the playoffs for granted the last year. We've been to the playoffs. I don't know how many. 3 out of the last 4 years. 4 out of the last 5, maybe even. And missing it last year was a downer. And I didn't care where we finished this year in district. I want to just make the playoffs.
Yep, get that extra game. Yeah.
And if I'm being greedy, I want to host a playoff game. I don't want to travel 2+ hours somewhere, especially right off the bat.
Right.
So we got everything we can hope for. We got a quality opponent. It's going to be a good game, and those of us here in the stadium tonight at Sawyer Field are going to hopefully witness a Green Devil win.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We'll break down more of this game here in just a little bit, but with this being a postseason event, we had to apply for the video rights. So the Iowa High School Athletic Association approved our video rights request. So with that, we do need to thank their sponsors that help make this possible. Our sponsors, you see their logos rotating up in that top left corner. Those are the Osage Booster Club Emerald sponsors. Couldn't thank them enough. All the Osage Booster Club sponsors throughout the year, whatever level they are, it all adds up and it goes to the kids. So we'll have another video for you on that to just show ways to donate to the Booster Club if you want to help pay for future video rights or or just to contribute to the kids, because there's a lot of kids behind the scenes doing the work here on GSPN. But real quickly, we are going to take our first break here on the pregame show. We'll come back, break down more of this football game between the Osage Green Devils and the Jesup Jayhawks right here on GSPN.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
To oh my word.
Oh my word.
Gophers!
Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today.
today a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Life's buzzing with energy, from the delightfully routine to the novel and exciting to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Support GSPN, our student-led sports streaming network, and help us bring every game to you live. Scan the QR code now or send your payment to 820 Sawyer Drive to donate and keep the action going for our athletes, families, and fans. Every contribution counts. Thank you, Green Devils.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson back with you inside the broadcast booth here at Sawyer Field in Osage, Iowa, home of the Osage Green Devils. They get ready to take on the Jesup Jayhawks in round number 1 of the Class 2A state playoffs. Winner tonight will await their fate for round 2 tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. is when the pods come out. There will be 4 pods in Class 2A. They'll break that down. They'll seed those pods out 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 1 and 2s will be home next week. If you're a district champion, you win tonight, you're automatically guaranteed to be a home team next week, as district champions cannot play each other in round number 2. So they would be your 1 and 2 seeds hosting the playoff games next week if they all went chalk and all 8 of those won. And then everybody else, you just kind of wait and see. So pods will come out tomorrow at 10 a.m. You can follow the socials.
Nolan, how do they seed that by record, or do they seed that by distance on the next round?
I mean, they're just trying to create.
I know they're trying to get the best teams they can.
Yep.
They don't want to pile like the number 1 or 2 rated team in the same.
Yeah, no, they're going to do their best to get in
them
their
spread
opinion.
apart.
Yeah, in their mind, the Athletic Association releases their rankings each week. And their goal is they want to get their top 4 teams down there. I mean, that's what you want. You want to see the best of the best throughout the year. But, Cinderella has happened. You get some upsets. But, so that's what's likely going to be. I mean, their top 4 teams are going to be the 4 ones,
sure,
I would imagine. Sure. And then you'll do the rest from there. So, that comes out at 10 a.m. tomorrow. But, Josh, more on this football game. We've said it. A very evenly matched up game. The Green Devils, last couple of weeks or last 2 games that they played, being off last week, they really started playing some good football, putting up more points. Their first 5 games of the year, Osage is only averaging 12 points per game. The last 2 games that they played, they were averaging, I think it was 31 or something like that.
Correct.
So, yeah, just a total flip of the script, bringing Quinn Street back to quarterback, getting him healthy, and being able to utilize his legs and his arm. He's one of the fastest kids in Class 2A. I mean, he's placed in the open 400 each of the last 2 years as a freshman and sophomore. Ran under 50 seconds last year in the 400. I don't care who you are. That is ridiculous.
That is ridiculously fast. That's unheard of usually in this area of the world. Folks, if you're listening and watching at home or here at Sawyer Field, you're watching kind of a generational athlete play the most important position on the field. And I think the key tonight is can the Osage offensive line keep Quinn Street clean tonight? And Jesup scores a lot of points. They've got about 1,000 more yards than we do on the season.
That's what
you alluded to that. But not having your starting quarterback for half a season or better is going to skew your offensive numbers when it comes to that. But on the defensive side, they've given up almost 1,000 more yards than we have. So
they had about 1,300.
About 1,300.
Yeah.
So there's some spots out here tonight for the Green Devils from that standpoint to take advantage of Quinn's ability in the open space, and that all starts with the offensive line. Those guys don't get enough credit when things are going good, and they get too much credit when things are going bad. And so far this year, I think the offensive line for the Osage Green Devils has been really, really held up really well against some tough competition. The preseason for the Green Devils with Dyke New Hartford and St. Ansgar, those teams are well coached.
Yep.
And they are good football teams, and that's kind of what you want to draw back to as you get into these types of games. Is there shouldn't be anything out here that scares you.
Yep.
You've seen good teams, what North Fayette and District kind of thing. So I don't have any. I'm not lacking confidence on a fear factor. Like the boys are going to come out going, oh man, what are we going to do here? But at the same time, you can't be too overconfident because on the other side of the ball, Jesup can wing that ball around.
They got some dudes. Their quarterback, Ryan Treptow, a 6'3", 175-pound senior. He can do it all. I mean, he's got over 1,000 yards passing, 12 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, but he can run it too. 41 carries, 445 yards, 5 touchdowns on the ground. So Treptow, dual threat kid, maybe the best all-around quarterback that Osage might see so far this year. But they also have a workhorse at running back, Preston Youngblood, a kid who is one of the top ball carriers in the state. He's got some of the most touches, 184 carries, 1,231 yards, 11 touchdowns. Yeah, he's got 10 receptions out of the backfield, but Youngblood, very good running back. And then they got some dudes on the outside. You'll see Tice Larson a lot tonight. I mean, he was a state qualifier last year in wrestling, and I love my wrestlers. So Larson's one of those top guys for that Jayhawk.
He's
offense.
I think he's a quick guy, right? He's not a large, not 200-pound, 6'3" receiver, but I think if you get in space with him,
he's a perfect slot guy. He's 5'6", 155 pounds, 25 receptions, 8 of those are touchdowns. He's got over 530 yards receiving. Another target for Treptow tonight is going to be number 2, Paxton McCone. He's got 12 receptions on the year and just 1 score. But yeah, they'll spread it out. So you'll see their offensive formation. You'll see a lot of the pistol.
Yep.
With Treptow and Youngblood in the backfield, and then you might have an H-back up there on the line, and then spread out 3 receivers, or you go 4 receivers spread out with just Youngblood and Treptow in the back. And that's a very good offense, like you said, Josh. They've put up a lot of yards. They average over 370 yards of offense.
Right.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, and the receiving core is not overly big either. Like we've seen some receiving cores where 6 foot, 6'2".
Yep.
Not a lot of size. There's a lot of speed, and the few little games I watch from, they run really crisp routes, right? And so what's going to have to happen is, like every game for us, is our front 3 down linemen are going to have to be really dominant on those 5 so we can let our linebackers get in there, cause problems in the backfield, and get Treptow kind of sped up a little bit. He hasn't thrown a lot of interceptions. We've seen some quarterbacks that have thrown 2 to 3 times more interceptions.
Yep.
He's not going to be careless with the ball. He'll probably, if he doesn't, it looks to me if he doesn't see anything open, he's going to pull that ball down and try to extend the play a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, 2 other receivers I didn't mention, Abe Sullivan and Landon Vogel, another 2 guys. They're not lacking on the wide receivers, the targets, the weapons for Treptow. But
yeah, there's really no receiver you can actually like. It's not we're going to lock on one cornerback and travel with somebody. So my guess is we're going to play a lot of zone, and we're going to hope number 4 can just kind of ball hawk back there a little bit. And he's shown that since he's come back. I'm not sure how many interceptions Quinn has got on the year 2. And he's had at least a couple more that have been really close. So as we get closer to kickoff here, those are some of the keys that we should be looking for.
Yeah, looking at just the other side of the ball for Jesup, they give up a lot of yards. They're allowing 382 in their 8 games this year. They've played some really good teams that put up some yards, so that's going to happen.
Yep.
But they got a really good middle linebacker, Drew Munson, a junior. I think he's only played a couple of games, and he's got 23 total tackles, 18 solos. So he was a big piece to get back for the Jayhawks. And then 2 other really good linebackers with Tice Larson and Caden Lang. Lang is also another state qualifier wrestler. So you put a couple of wrestlers back there at linebacker, those guys will bust some heads. So
those guys know how to. Yeah. Those guys know how to get to legs, right? And that's an important part of getting guys on the ground. So,
well, this is just the 6th matchup all time between Osage and Jesup, at least dating back to 1955. Osage holds the series lead right now, 3-2, but Jesup did win the most recent game of that back in 2020. Down in Jesup by a score of 27-26 back on September 25th of 2020. And I don't know how many people remember that game. Jesup got up by 14. Osage came back and tied it. Jesup went down the field, scored a touchdown to go up 27-20. Osage then returned the ensuing kickoff to the house, went for 2, didn't get it, so they're down by 1 with 7 minutes, 2 seconds left in the game. Jesup ran the clock out.
That's right. You couldn't get them off the field. And
slow, methodical drive, and they were able to knee it inside
I
the red
think that
zone.
was, game 2? Was that game 2 of the season?
Yeah, it was early back in 2020.
In 2020, we all know what was going on in 2020.
Yep.
So.
Well, we got the national anthem coming up. We'll let you listen in, and we'll get closer to kickoff as you're tuned in to Green Devil Football on GSPN. Awesome job of the Osage Marching Band. It's a thin marching band tonight. It sounds like there's a lot of kids gone for FFA. So, yeah, they're kind of short-staffed and still putting on a good job.
Just like we were up at the pizza kitchen. That's why I texted Noel. I said, I'm going to get there by the time kickoff. But we've got, and that's what you have. When you got good kids helping you out, they're busy too.
Yep.
And those are the kind of kids you want. So you're glad to go in and cover for them when they're busy doing other things. So, yeah, it's always fun to see the Osage Marching Band one more time out here on Sawyer Field. And I don't know if they can do a halftime show. I can't remember the state rules on that.
I
think they can.
I want to say they can, but I know Osage is not going to.
Yeah.
Tonight. So, yeah, just due to the missing some of the members of the marching band. So.
Yeah, I think the band's going to hang out here like they do in the first half, and then hopefully we can hear that fight song a few more times here in the first half. So
Well, this is Osage's 15th state playoff appearance. They have a playoff record of 4-14. Back to the playoffs after a 1-year absence. Missed last year, finishing 5th place in the district. Jesup, this is just their 4th playoff appearance. They're 1-3 in the playoffs. That one win, though, came last year against Osage district opponent Crestwood. They won that game by a score of 20-14. So Jesup looking to grab their 2nd playoff win. Osage, they won their first playoff game in 12 years, a couple years ago. Remember that? They were playing here against Clarion Goldfield, and it had been
that was 12, a big moment.
Yeah, it was a long time since Osage had won a playoff game, and boy, did they just dominate that one. And then the next round they lost to a very good OAB CIG team with Beckett DeJean at quarterback.
Yeah. That was one of those second-round matchups. You hated to see those teams match up.
But it was a good game.
It was a great game.
And then OAB went on to the Dome. They made it to the semifinals.
Made it to the semis, yeah. They were part of that. I call it the Northwest Iowa Mafia of football schools over there, where especially in Class 2A and 1A, a lot of good football played over in that quadrant of the state. So,
all right, you just had your coin toss there. Jesup won the toss, and they take the football.
Okay.
They want to put their offense on the field first, and Osage will kick off to their backs facing the south. As if you're watching this video stream down in Jesup, well, this is a field that runs north and south.
Yep.
Here in Osage. So the Green Devils will be kicking off right to left.
No wind really to speak of.
No, it's really died down. I mean, there was a decent breeze when the sun was out, and now that the sun is down, that flag to our right is barely moving. So perfect night for some football. 50 degrees right now. Man, it's been 2 weeks for the Green Devils to play some football.
Yeah.
We've been itching to get going again.
That's right. I'm glad to be back in the booth with the windows out. You know, all the rest of the guys in this press box, the windows are closed, I think.
I think so. Well, yeah, we got a
camera. Really,
yeah.
If we fit, our mantra is if the players and the fans got to be out in the elements, we're going to be out with them too.
I think one of the first years I was up in Iowa, being a Kansas guy, our games didn't get that cold, or at least I thought they were cold when I was playing. But you move to Iowa, and obviously it's a bit colder up north. Josh Burns was announcing with me, and I don't know if he enjoyed working with me so much because there was some years that we were covering some St. Ansgar playoff games, and it was maybe 30 at kickoff.
Yep.
Sorry, Josh, those windows are open.
Yeah.
So, you know me.
You got to feel the game too, right?
Exactly.
So, Burns, I'm sure he's listening at home. Congrats to the cross-country runners, specifically his daughter, Scarlett, with a berth at the state tournament. I guess tournament or state meet.
Yep.
Along with Kendall Power.
Yeah.
So they'll be running down there. Was that next week, or is that?
I think so.
I didn't see the date on that, but good job to that. And the boys cross-country had a good season this year too. So Osage volleyball girls continue their quest for a state berth this coming Monday, correct? Over in Sumner, Fredericksburg.
Yep, they won on Wednesday night over at South Winneshiek. So we're ready to go here. Dalton Burkhart's got to tee the ball up for the Green Devils. 15 kickoffs this year, 3 touchbacks. Back to return for the Jayhawks. Far side of the field is Tice Larson, and then also Nick Moore on the near side. Burkhart, the lefty, kicks it off. We're underway in the playoffs.
Short kick.
Yeah, a very short kick. It's going to bounce at about the 20, be picked up by Moore, and he hesitates, and Osage quickly got to make the stop inside the 25-yard line. Well, a lot better start than what Whatcon had 2 weeks ago. They muffed the opening kickoff, and Osage had the short field and cashed in and ran away.
I think Dalton just got under that a little bit, but it was effective. The ball kind of just he hit the sand wedge. It kind of backed up there at the 20-yard line, and that's where they had to retrieve it. Good coverage there to pin him at the 20.
Old second-year head coach Jacob McMartin for the Jesup Jayhawks. His offense takes the field, led by the senior Ryan Treptow. He's going to put Youngblood in motion, so an empty set. They'll throw it to Youngblood on the flat, and he's going to pull forward up to the 31-yard line. Looks like he's got himself a first down.
Yep. Quinn Street had that.
He's got it.
Yeah, Quinn Street was first on the scene. Made him come, right up in there. We just need some fill-in from our linebackers there. I think Brock Trees is just a hair late reading that. He helped bring the stop down, but if he sees that a half second earlier, I think that's a minimal gain.
Well, definitely my first game in 2 weeks. I forgot to run the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, Jesup, second play of the game. This goes to Youngblood. Dive right up the middle, and Preston is up to about the 35.
Gain about 4, I think, 3 to 4.
Bring up 2nd down and 6.
Like I say, where Osage has had a week off, which it's going to take a few snaps just to get the game speed back reeling in again.
So in that pistol set, 2 receivers out to the left for Treptow. He'll roll to his left. He'll fire. The pass is high and incomplete, intended for Paxton McCone.
And he got planted. Severin Dodd and Alex Machen on a rollout right there. So that bodes well if you're a defensive lineman that you're able to split through those guys, because Osage doesn't blitz a lot. Only in the situations that need it. So
bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Jayhawks at their own 35-yard line. 10:50 to go in this opening quarter. 2 receivers at each side for Treptow. Brings Larson in motion. He'll fake it. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to show that speed. He's across midfield, and it's a foot race. Treptow is going to take this one all the way to the house for the Jayhawk touchdown. No flag on the play.
Well, that's where your middle linebackers need to stay home, and they didn't. They followed the handoff out, created a big void in the middle. So
go for 65 yards for Treptow.
Yep, we got the start of a track meet.
Well, they put up a lot of yards.
Yep. And all it takes is a crease, but that's definitely your middle linebackers needing to honor that handoff.
So they'll attempt the PAT. Place kicker is Caden Lang, 13 of 23 on the year on PAT attempts. Snap, the hold, and the kick is blocked. So
nice.
PAT is blocked.
I didn't see who got that. Might have been Severin Dodd.
6-0 the score with 10:40. I got to get back in the groove here as I'm struggling with the
we're all in
scores.
that. We're all in that. And this is good. We got defensive coordinators got the middle linebackers pulled over as they come off the field. Pat on the back, say, hey, get them next time, but definitely you got to stay home. You can't go play the outside linebacker spot until you know that place has been vacated. So
now we should see the Green Devil offense coming to the field. See if they can cash in and answer this thing. Yep, not the start you wanted for the Green Devils after a 2-week layoff, but hey, it's behind you now, and
absolutely
time to go to work.
Yep, and I had some discussions with some people here this week on, everybody wants to know what you think the score is going to be, and I said I think this is going to be this will be a shootout a little bit for Osage.
Could turn into it.
Yeah, I said this is a game where both teams are kind of in that 30-20 range. The winner probably in the high 30s.
Preston Youngblood, he'll kick off. 35 kickoffs this year, just 2 touchbacks. Return for the Green Devils, you got Quinn Street and Madden Eulenhop. This one's going to go to Eulenhop. He'll catch it at the 9. He had a kickoff return for a touchdown last week. He's across the 30. Foot race, makes a guy miss. Cross midfield. Eulenhop.
Pick your feet up.
He's going to take it all the way to the house. That's going to go for 91 yards. Folks, Eulenhop has 2 kickoff returns, one for 88, one for 91.
Both touchdowns.
Holy cow.
Well, that's
how you answer, Josh.
That's absolutely. And you kind of saw that wall get set up. And that seems like we get that on, usually teams will set up kick return left, kick return right, kick return center. This was definitely a kick return right the way the wall was going. And he hit a crease, faked the guy out a little bit, just juked him, and had just enough left to outrun those guys to the pylon.
They'll bring out Hodek for the PAT, trying to take a lead here. Machen will long snap. Kick. This one's got to go off to the right. But it is got to sneak through.
That all around was ugly.
Well,
but
it counts.
It doesn't. There is no style points in football, folks. There is no style. That's going to go down in the record books as a successful PAT attempt. So
Well, we talked about a possible track meet, and
I may have to revise my score predictions up into the 40s at this rate. So,
man, Matt Eulenhop, 88 yards against Waukon 2 weeks ago, 91 yards here against Jesup.
Unbelievable. But
hey, I guess if you want to kick it to Quinn Street,
this is literally a pick your poison on a kickoff.
We'll take that too.
I'm guessing that's the last kickoff we see that is kicked deep to one of the returners. So,
yeah, what a start.
Yeah.
What a start to both teams. Awesome run by Treptow, a kickoff return for Eulenhop. Folks, if you're just tuning in, you better strap in and get ready because this is going to be
5 minutes ago, if you're Jesup,
game.
you're feeling pretty good. We're up 6-0, and now it's 7-6. Like in a flash.
Well, Burkhart will kick off again this time for the Green Devils. Gets more of a leg into this one. It's going to go to Nick Moore. He'll catch it at the 18. He's looking for a far side return.
Outside.
He's got some room, but he's going to be downed in around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and that right side of our kickoff coverage team, we got burned a little bit against Cresco too. Following that, you need to maintain that lane integrity out there. Even though you're way away from there, do not fall into that trap of coming towards that ball till you know it's there.
So it'll be at the 37 officially for the Jayhawks. 7-6 football game, Osage leading. Their offense hasn't even touched the field. Jesup will keep it on the ground, and Osage is right there. They'll make the stop. This is going to be a loss of 3 or 4 on the play. The ball carrier, Preston
They were
Youngblood,
saying the ball came out, but they're saying I don't know if momentum stopped is a thing in high school ball. I'm guessing it is, even if you don't hear the whistle. But yeah, very good. That was brought up by some coaching staffs, right? Osage's defense isn't very big, but they're tenacious. And you saw that on that.
So 2nd down and 13 behind the sticks are the Jayhawks on their second possession. They keep it on the ground again, going to Youngblood, bounces it out to the left, and he's got a nice run, gets the yards that he lost back, and then a few more and make this 3rd down and manageable.
Yep. I thought we had him pretty good at the point of attack. Defensive end held up well. Not sure where our outside linebacker has been. Our outside linebackers are getting caught up a little bit either in the play action or what they're doing. They're just not quite getting to the outside. I expect once they settle in, that'll get fixed pretty quick.
3rd down and 6. Last time Jesup had this, Treptow took it to the house for 65 yards.
Why not run her again?
3rd down and 6. He bobbles a snap. He'll toss it to the running back. This is a trick play. The wide receiver throws, and it's incomplete.
That should be a flag.
And there's nobody there, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he just threw that out of bounds. I don't know if that was going to be a halfback pass or if that was just a backyard football kind of thing.
I think it was Tice. Was that Larson on the?
I think so. I think that was number 7 on the throw.
So Osage forces what looks to be a 3 and out. The punt team out there as Youngblood, the punter. Osage with a couple of return men back there. Ooh. They almost blocked it. This is a nice punt. Sage Christensen's going to get away from it.
Stay away.
Takes a bounce at the 25 and will be down at the 20.
Well, with Youngblood as your punter, I think, does he have any pass attempts on the year?
No. Well, no, I take that back. He does. He's I think 0 for 1.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know if there's a threat of him. You know, he's a big kid, big athlete. 6'1", 205. Coming downhill at you.
Well, I think he's thrown more than one pass.
I feel like
correct myself because Treptow did miss a game for Jesup, and I believe they had Youngblood play.
Well, what I'm leading to there is on the punt team. When they're punting, you can't exactly just give up on a punt block.
Green Devil offense on the field for the first time with Quinn Street, and it's going to be a quarterback run here to the near side, and Quinn nowhere to go. He's going to be thrown down awful hard and gain nothing. So 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Green Devils. Got about 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-6 Green Devils. I do know we got some farmers out in the fields. Got this thing, Bluetoothed into the.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll try to give you an idea. I know you can't be watching the game.
Well, you can engage the auto steer. Yeah. Just make sure you're listening to all the beeps and bloops out there. So
2nd down and 10 for the Green Devils. Street Will hand off. This is Brock Trees. Trees
Nice.
hesitates and bounces it out to the right side. Lowers the shoulder, bounces off of a defender. He's shoved out of bounds. We do have a flag coming in, too. This is a flag about 7 yards into the run. About an 8-yard run for Brock Trees, but what is the flag? And it's
generally it's in the spot of
block
holding.
in the back. So it's got to go on the Green Devils. First penalty of the game on Osage. That's got to wipe out a nice run from Brock Trees.
I thought Brock had a crease in the middle there to just bang it right up in the middle, but he chose to bounce it outside, and he's got the speed and the elusiveness to do that. So
second down and 13, it appears, after the penalty. So it could have been third down and 3. Now you're behind the sticks. Street gets that snap. He'll roll here to his left. Pump fakes. Now he's just going to try to, he does throw, and it's caught by Uhlenhop. He'll bounce it out. He's got a blocker. He's got Hodak, and it turns into a foot race. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 35 of Jesup.
Yep, and that's a good decision. There's no reason to get yourself hurt on a play like that and, reset. But very good play there. Ran out by Abe Sullivan there at the free safety spot. Street might have had a chance to pick that up by his own.
I thought that's what he was going to do. They'll say he steps out of bounds at the 37.
Normally, Nolan, if you're watching that coming at you, most quarterbacks probably going to get tackled by that linebacker cornerback.
Yeah.
No, that's not happening.
Again, when you run a 400 under 50 seconds, you're fast. First and 10, Green Devils will go on the ground of Trees. He spins off of a tackler and then down inside the 35 up to the 33, it appears.
Yep.
So a 4-yard run on first and 10.
And that was a nice job by Jessup's outside linebacker there to stay home to turn Brock back up. If he's not, that turns into a long gain on the outside, but instead he holds him to a gain of 3.
Yep, so second down and 7 after they spot it at the 34, Jesup. Green Devils leading the Jayhawks 7-6. 7 minutes to go in this first quarter. 2 guys in the backfield with Street. As you got Dodd and Trees. They'll give it to Severin Dodd. And Dodd's going to be close.
3 or 4.
Yeah, he gets up to the 29, maybe, about 2 yards shy of a first down.
Yep, another good lean-in run, a nice little dive. Jesup does have some size on their line. They go 215, 240, 205, and 190 across the front 4. But I think Osage's offensive line can exert themselves at times here.
We'll bring up third down and a short 2 coming up for Osage. 4-down territory. As it's quarterback keeper. No, he throws. It's caught by Dodd. He's got the first down. Severin Dodd is going to be shoved out of bounds.
There you go.
On a little RPO there. I thought it was going to be a read option quarterback keeper for Street.
See, and that's
fires it out there.
Yeah, that's the hard part, right? Because I'm even watching him going, he can get the first down here. This will be a gain of 5.
Well, he's going to get Osage up to the 18. But wind the clock. So he went out of bounds. I guess they just restart it, still on first downs?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll just do what they're doing.
So first and 10, Green Devils in the red zone for the first time tonight. Hand off to Trees to his right, and Brock just nowhere to go. He's going to be driven backwards. Big loss on first and 10. You'll see forward progress, I think, is a couple yards for the loss.
And that's part of Brock testing it. We see Brock like to bounce it outside. That part hurt him a little bit. If there's nothing there, you just got to put your head down and get your yardage that's available to you. Oops. But I also see what's probably coming here. There's going to be some spots vacated if they're coming that far downhill on handoffs.
2 guys spread out to each side. Street will roll to his left. Scans. Almost fell down. He's got to take off and run. Lowers that shoulder and taken out of bounds.
Did he drop the ball on the out of bounds?
So he's going to be short of the first down. Bring up third down and about 3.
Yeah, we got 4 downs to pick this up. This is not a field goal situation if they don't pick it up.
Went out of bounds with.
And now I guess the clock stopped now, but maybe the play before they stopped forward momentum. before he went out. I don't know. We'll see.
So 3rd down and 3. 5 minutes ago in the first quarter. Green Devils trying to pick up this first down. Quarterback keeper Street to his right. He's got the angle, makes a guy miss. He's going to dive and get the first down. It'll be a first down run, be 1st and goal for the Green Devils.
And that was a nice job by the back on the play here to not get a holding call. They hit the linebacker come up the field hard, had a block on him, and as soon as he felt that pressure kind of getting to the outside, he let him go. And at that point, you just kind of sign off and hand the situation off to Quinn.
So 1st and goal, ball placed at around the 5 for Osage. Street and Trees in the backfield. It'll be a quarterback design run. Quinn lowers his shoulders, and he is short.
Oh, okay.
2nd and goal. Stopped around the 1-yard line.
Okay. The ball's on the 5. I thought we were down more at the 2-yard line. Okay.
Well, that's what they said on the scoreboard. This angle is always so hard.
The lines haven't been repainted in a little while, so
Wednesday, and then we got that crazy rain hail yesterday. That was something. So 2nd and goal, ball at the 1. Green Devils knocking on the door. They'll go I formation. Dodd, the fullback, Trees, the tailback, and the handoff goes to Dodd, and Severin Dodd's in there for the touchdown.
Run right behind your big right side offensive line. Well done, gentlemen.
So it puts Osage up 13-6 with 3:47 to go in this first quarter. So Osage, their first offensive possession in 2 weeks. They drive it right down the field and get the touchdown. Big play on that drive was that 2nd down and 13 with Street finding Eulenhop all the way to the Jesup 37. PAT on the way for Hodek. This is to the right again, but he pushed it too far to the right.
Better snap and spot, but yeah.
So 13-6 Green Devils.
And actually, on that PAT, I'm wondering, I think Jesup overloaded what would be Osage's left side. That might have been subconsciously in his head going, I got to push it a little bit to the right because they're coming from my left.
Throughout the night, we'll try to find scores from other 2A football games.
Yeah, more area schools, like we say, playing tonight. We've got Cresco Crestwood down at Roland Story. St. Ansgar's at home versus South Winneshiek. Let's see, who else is playing right in the area?
Riceville's in a playoff game.
Yeah.
All 3 Mitchell County schools into the playoffs.
And then you got week 9 in Class 3A, 4A, and 5A, I believe, right? This is the week before they run a little different, folks. They run like an RPI
16 qualifiers.
Correct, and it's based on schedules and strength and records and all that. So there's some movement along there on that side.
I'm glad we don't have to figure out RPIs to try to make the playoffs.
That RPI's got to be tough in a high school setting. It just does.
So Burkhart will kick for the Green Devils. And we do have a flag here. Osage's going to be offsides. Legal procedure on the kickoff, so they'll back him up 5 more yards and kick off from the 35.
Yeah, get a little excited after a couple touchdowns. And
it's been a long time since I've seen a procedure penalty on the kickoff.
Right. We're seeing them in the NFL now with the new kicking rules.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a big fan of.
I think that's
I don't know why
I think
we
that's going to be 1 year, and they're going to get rid of it because – okay, instead of starting at the 25-yard line, well, then they're just going to start at the 30. Most teams are just
right. Yeah, it's either that or you penalize a team. If you're going to kick touchbacks, we'll give you now at the 45.
Yeah,
right. So
you don't have to change the game all the time, dang it. They're talking about moving the goalpost in,
narrowing them up.
Yeah, like come on. So Burkhart, he'll kick off. This one is going to be caught at the 20 for Jesup. Middle return, and they're going to get up to about
where they were when they started last time.
35.
Well done by Dalton to get that ball up in the air. We talk about hang time on punts. Well, kickoffs are another thing. The longer that ball's up there, the longer that gives your coverage team to get down there.
Osage defense back to the field. They forced a 3-and-out the last time. Jesup out there with Ryan Treptow and Preston Youngblood. Quarterback, tailback in the backfield, 2 receivers to each side of Treptow. He'll look to throw across the middle, and it is caught. That's going to be a first down into the hands of McCone. Little 11-yard quick slant there to McCone.
Yep.
Up to the 45.
Nice little pitch and catch. That you could tell they've worked on that play many times. Treptow stood back, waited for the guys to clear, and then fired one in there.
That was a strike for sure. Not too often you see, especially in the 2A level, going into the playoffs, you got a 1,000-yard passer and rusher.
Right.
And just think, I mean, it's only 8 games in the regular season.
They are talented on that side of the ball.
1st and 10 from their own 45. Back to pass. Treptow will roll to his right. He'll fire downfield, and it's incomplete.
Good coverage. Excellent coverage.
Vogtlander, the coverage on, I think that was Vogel. Was that 11 on 11 magic right there?
I think so. And Treptow was under some pressure, under some duress by Gavin Muller there. Good job of maintaining his spot.
Sullivan, 17.
Sullivan, okay.
Numbers are kind of hard to read.
A little bit.
But, yeah, good coverage there from Bryson Vogtlander, a junior.
And I think that's what the key for Osage tonight, and the key for Jesup tonight is stay out of the second and third and longs.
Yep. 2nd and 10 for the Jayhawks. Bring a guy in motion. No quarterback keeper. They fake it. They burned me. I thought the slot receiver had it, but
nice job of staying home
50.
though.
Yeah.
Nice job of staying home, gentlemen. They left in the game of 5. That went 65 the last time. And
yeah.
Nice job by the defensive end though. He come up if he did take the handoff. I don't think that was going very far. So
good read option there.
Right.
We'll call it for Treptow. So
and Treptow's got 80 plus rushes this year, so he's carrying it. Averaging 10 carries a game.
3rd down and 5, possibly 4 down territory, depending on.
This has got that 4 verticals kind of look, Nolan.
2 to each side. They bring Vogel in motion to go trips to the right.
Yeah.
They will throw, but underthrown pass, and it's incomplete.
Nice job.
At first, it appeared Jesup's receiver had a step. That was McCone. He maybe had a step on Hodek, but the pass may have just slipped out of the hands of Treptow and allowed Hodek to get there and make a play on the ball.
Yep, and playoff football here. I think Jesup's
they're going for it. So a first big play of the game.
I think if that's a better thrown ball, I think we might actually get a flag thrown there. There was a lot of hand fighting, but the ball was kind of a duck, severely underthrown.
And it's getting cold, too.
It is. You got some grip issues coming out here.
Jesup's got to call a timeout. They're going to think about this.
I don't know if it's – you're on the road. You're literally nothing to lose. Well, if you don't get it, though, and you're at the 50-yard line, you've already saw what Quinn Street's done, and there hasn't even been any big plays. He's just picked away at you.
Yep.
Do you want to chance that on a short field with only being down a score? If you punt it away and Osage goes another 80-yard score, okay, now you can kind of adjust that game management system, at least in my mind. But, you're on the road. Let's shock the world. So
see it. 4th and 5. And we'll see how the Jayhawks line up. Treptow does have 4 punts this year. I wonder if those are the quarterback and shotgun.
The quick kicks kind of thing.
Possibly.
It could be, yep.
Maybe if you line up there, you see what kind of look you get. But no, they're in formation here to go for it.
I have a hard time seeing
I got to go trips right.
Yeah, I have a hard time seeing the ball leaving his hand on a handoff here.
So 4th and 5, they're going to go trick play. They'll throw it out. They got a guy wide open, Munson. He's got the first down inside Green Devil territory all the way up to the 32-yard line. That was a well-designed trick play because Jesup put 2 guys out here to the near side, but they were lined up both on the line of scrimmage, so that means you had somebody on the opposite end
that was
eligible.
Yep.
And they left Munson out there wide open. Nice screen play to Drew Munson.
Yep. And so, like I say, you're going to fire all the bullets in your holster here, but believe you me, that'll be noted in the Osage defensive backfield.
So good play call there from Coach McMartin in this Jesup offense. 1st and 10. Treptow's got all day to throw. He'll go, and it's completed. He's got Tice Larson. It's going to be 1st and goal inside the 5 So 2 plays, and you're knocking on the door to tie this football game.
Yep, they were getting some mismatches here on some linebackers on that part of it. So,
ball around, I think, the 3-yard line. 1st and goal with under 90 seconds to go in this first quarter.
This seems like a young blood kind of carry here right near the goal line, big back.
They're going to give it right to number 4, and Preston, he is not going to get it in. He's
I don't know.
Maybe
he got back
half a yard or something, but 2nd down and goal. About a minute to go.
That is one of those deals. The closer you get to the end zone, there's less field that you have to defend. So now you just read and react.
Well, they got Munson as a H-back to the right. Quarterback. No, they'll pop pass, and it's incomplete to Munson.
He got Ledger Neal's absolutely unloaded on him. I have noticed that if they do not get Ledger Neal's blocked tonight, it's going to be a long night on the offensive side. That's 2 out of the last 3 plays he's been in the quarterback's face.
Well, now you're to 3rd and goal around the 3.5-yard line. And that pistol set.
This is going to be a come up the field, try to get to him.
Bring a guy in motion, overload to the right. Treptow back to pass. He'll throw right side. It is completed, but no, he's short. Down at the 1. Clock still rolling. The catch was made by Vogel, but a nice tackle by Quinn Street, and it's 4th down and goal. Ball inside the 1.
Yep, they don't have to snap it. They can let the clock run out. They can think about this, whether they're paying attention to that or not.
So 4th and goal. It's 4th and inches. But goal to go for the Jayhawks.
Double A gap blitz, Nolan.
Jesup here is maybe confused. They will not snap it, and it will be the end of the quarter. So end of the first quarter, and it is Osage leading 13-6. But Jesup, when we come back, we'll have 4th and goal at the 1. We'll take a quick break. Thank some of our Emerald sponsors. This is Green Devil Football on GSPN.
During difficult times, Champion Funeral Home is here to offer guidance and comfort. Let us help you create a meaningful tribute to celebrate your loved one. Contact us at 641-732-3706 or stop in to sit down with our caring staff.
Farmers Mutual Insurance, your local Osage, Iowa insurance carrier, aims to attract individuals who want reliable and top-notch insurance solutions for them and their families. Our policies help protect what matters most. Contact your local Farmers Mutual Insurance agent today. We are a proud supporter of the Osage Green Devil Sports Network.
Unlock your farm's full potential with DeKalb and Asgrow from Jensen Seeds, a proud supporter of Osage High School. Our seed delivers higher yields through innovative crop protection and plant breeding. Choose Jensen Seeds and watch your farm thrive. Call Brad at 641-425-0494.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson with you back inside the broadcast booth. 1 quarter in the books. Osage leading Jesup at home 13-6, but starting the second quarter, it is 4th and goal Jesup inside the Osage 1-yard line.
Yeah, Nolan, I think right now you just bring the house. You just fill every gap with a lineman or a linebacker. You come up the middle and let your guys play man-on-man on the outside. I'm sure Jesup's looking for some misdirection, get some confusion.
They'll snap it. Quarterback will roll to his left, hesitates. He lunges in, and he's in there for the touchdown.
Yep.
So it is Treptow with his second touchdown of the game, this one of 1 yard, and we're a PAT away from being tied at 13.
Yeah, once again, like we called in the pregame, going to be a good game, back and forth, 2 offenses that can move the ball. And as they set up for the PAT attempt.
So the last one was blocked. This one, the kick on the way.
I think he missed it. Nope, he got her
good.
inside.
So we're tied at 13.
Once again, Ledger Deals. I don't know how he's not getting. I think he might have blocked the last one the way it looked. But. Well, we'll see what Jesup elects to do on this kickoff.
If I was anybody, I wouldn't go to Uhlenhop.
Yeah, I'd kick it to 4. That's what I'd do.
2 kickoff returns, 2 touchdowns for Hewlin Hop this year, 88 and 91.
I'm not a math guy, but that seems pretty good.
Josh, my fingers are cold. It's a little chilly.
It is a little chilly. Got a little, whatever breeze is out here seems to be just kind of wavering around. We got a lot of stocking caps out in the crowd here tonight, which is good to see.
So far side of the field, you're going to have Hewlin Hop. Near side is Quinn Street back to return. Is Preston Youngblood. He will kick off. The wind is non-existent. Yeah. The flag is not moving here at Sawyer Field. It's chilly, so
if I'm Osage, I'm kind of watching for maybe an onside.
Just something. Be ready, yeah.
Right. It's just to see what they've got planned.
13-13 football game. Jesup to kick off as Youngblood. He'll kick off, and this is got an angle towards Hewlin Hop. He catches it around the 15, hesitates, and he is finally tackled this year on a kickoff at around the 25-yard line.
And that might have been that was a good, well designed. I think that was on purpose. Kick that over to the side here.
Got a stoppage.
What are we looking for? We're looking for a football.
Oh yeah. So 13-13 football game, 11:50 to play before halftime. Osage offense has only been on the field once, and they found the end zone.
Yep.
Jesup has scored on 2 of their 3 possessions. We expected some points.
Yep, absolutely.
Actually,
was there a penalty? Offsides on.
Offsides called against the Green Devils.
Okay. So they're choosing.
I guess, yeah, you would have to re-kick.
Yep. And that's in this. Why chance that again?
Yep.
You got them sitting right at the 25-yard line. That's good enough.
Well, I've never seen a procedure all year on kickoffs, and Osage just had 2 now. One on the kickoff and one on the return.
Yeah,
so
that means your guys lined up offside, I believe.
Maybe a little too excited. Green Devils, 2 guys in the backfield. Looks like we got Moeller back there for Osage, a sophomore tailback. And they'll give it to Gavin right up the middle. Gavin Mueller chugs forward. He's gaining about 7 or 8 on the play.
Yeah, he got through the line real good, and then Andrew Devlin, defensive end, kind of got twisted around, and Gavin gave him a nice kind of shot right in the old kidneys.
So Osage, their running backs are by committee. Brock Trees and Gavin Mueller, they trade off possessions this year.
Well, we're coming out in a different look, right? We've got kind of a
pistol
look.
2nd down and 3. They'll go right back to Mueller. And Gavin, he'll move the sticks. That's going to be a 1st down run. He only needed 3. He's going to gain 5.
And this is exactly what I personally want to see, and I know you did too, is Osage just establishing positive run plays, because that opens up everything else you want to do at this point. Because right now, especially the backfield and linebackers are really keen on where's 4 at and what's 4 doing with that ball.
I keep missing the official starting to wind the clock. 1st and 10, Green Devils staying in that pistol look. Osage, kind of a new formation for them this year. They haven't really done a lot of pistol play action. Quarterback throws. It's caught by Christensen. He gets a block across midfield. Sage Christensen to the 40, 35, 30, and then tackled around the 27-yard line. No flag on the play. Back to that little RPO.
Nice job, Sage, on the catch. Nice throw. As we had perfect view of that, well placed, right outside the backer's hands, and then Sage did a good job of getting them yards there. Good job protecting that ball. You know, number 7 there, Tice Larson, wanted to come up and do the old hammer. That's been a popular thing, right? And nice job by Sage, just protecting that ball, getting the yards available.
Osage in business at the 28-yard line of Jesup. 1st and 10. They'll go to Severin Dodd. Hesitation run, and Dodd's going to be stopped at the 26. So a gain of 2 on 1st down.
Yep, just a pile of guys in there. And Jesup runs by alignment, they tend to run a 4-3, but tonight it may be more of a 3-4 look.
Or even a 3-5.
Maybe even a 3-5 on that. So there is some opportunities for Osage to run.
So Dodd and Moeller in the backfield in that pistol look. Second down and 8, play action, bootleg rollout. They'll throw to Dodd, and it's incomplete. Off of his hands and bring up third down and 8. First incompletion tonight for the Green Devils.
Yeah, put it right where he wanted to, right in his hands.
Looking at 4-down territory. Osage hasn't tried a field goal all year.
Yep.
So 2 plays to get 8 yards. They'll keep Moeller and Dodd in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. That's Uhlenhop by himself on an island. Green Devils play action. Street pumps. Now he's got to run. Quinn Street going to take off, and he's going to be hit hard. He lunges to the 20. He's shy of the first down.
Short by about a yard and a half, it looks like.
He makes it 4th down and about 2. 4th down, and we'll call it 2 under around 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 13-13 football game. Osage right at the 20 of Jesup. They need to get to the 18 to move the sticks. Might be one of the times to go on 2. They haven't tried that tonight.
Absolutely.
They'll go in the I formation. Dodd, fullback. Moeller, the tailback. Quinn Street goes under center. Machen. And they'll go fullback dive, and Dodd lunges. It's going to depend on a spot. I do think he has it as well.
White hat signals first down.
Yep. So he was chopped in the knees, but lunges forward just enough, and he gets the first down. So Osage right at the 18.
Yeah.
Of Jesup. Actually at the 17. He gained 3.
Yeah,
so.
I think Dodd knew the yard to gain, and once he saw he had that, he just said, I'm getting down before we have any problems.
Staying in the pistol here. Very similar look of what the Jayhawks give you. On the other end, toss sweep to Moeller. Moeller,
nice
full head of
cut.
steam. He's got some
Nice
blockers.
cut.
He's inside the 10. And then he lost the football. He might have been down by contact. I think he's got the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Got Alex Machen just a little slow getting up, a little gimpy. Tough guy, though. Tough guy.
Yeah, Osage clock operators they're winding that clock before the official actually gives them a signal to.
I don't know, is it cold in there or what?
Come on, boys.
I'm gonna have to give old Marty Cooper a shout here at halftime.
Well, he's just a PA guy. He ain't running nothing. 1st and goal at the Jayhawks 7. Osage going in the I formation. Street gets under Machen, and kind of a counter play. Moeller's got the carry, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, he's a tough back.
The sophomore will taste the sweet nectar of the end zone, and the Green Devils go up by 6.
Oh, he's got that nose where he looks like he's standing still, but he's not, Nolan. He's just he's forward momentum. He's picking and choosing which cuts he wants to make, and then puts his head down and gets the 6 points.
That is his 3rd career touchdown. All 3 on the ground. PAT coming up for Isaac Kodek. Tabbert will hold the kick on the way, and it's blocked.
Yep.
So Jesup gets one back.
Overload that right side. We've been flirting with disaster all night on PATs, so that might be the end of that for tonight. So
7:29 to play in the first half, and Osage leading Jesup 19-13. I keep saying it. We thought we would see some points.
Mm-hmm.
We've been right. Heck, we kind of thought we would see Jesup, a couple of weeks ago, trying to put together possible matchups, and so far this entire thing has gone in exactly the way we thought. Josh.
Absolutely. Probably one of the funner matchups in the state as far as athletes on the field.
Yeah, just perfectly matched up. We'll try to find some scores around. Bound will probably be posting some scores. So Burkhart will kick. Let's see. Wacon's leading Anamosa 16-6. in the second quarter.
Okay.
PCM leading Des Moines Christian 14-7. Burkhart will kick. Jesup, 2 guys back to return.
A little more drive of a kick there.
It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
No, you can't do that.
And
he did it.
Got some room here, 40, and then shoved out of bounds. We've seen a lot of good kickoff returns tonight. That was Tice Larson on a 44 or a 34 or 24. Let me get my.
Yep.
No, that is a 34. Yep.
It is a 34.
Yep.
Once again, the right side contain guy decides to go inside. If they return a kickoff for a touchdown because they went inside of you, that's technically not your fault. If they return a touchdown because they go to the outside of you, then it becomes your issue.
Yep.
So we need to get that cleaned up.
So 1st and 10, Jesup at their own 44. Good field position to start this drive with 7:21 to play before the half. Back to pass, Treptow, he'll step up in the pocket. He does throw, it's completed. And nice takedown there for Isaac Kodak. He's a basketball player, but man, Coach Jennings might have to do a little bit of hard recruiting here on a nice double leg takedown.
Heck, he might be that. That'll come in handy on the low post rebounding the ball right there.
He's got a 9-yard gain. I know Coach Braun's not going to let Jennings get away with recruiting him, but probably got if he's watching him.
That was just a good form tackle, right? Wrap, lift, and put him down.
So 2nd down and 1, under 7 minutes to go before halftime. Jesup back inside Green Devil territory, down by 6. Bring a guy in motion, they'll fake it to him. Quarterback keeper Treptow, and he's got the first down. He'll gain about 3 or 4 on the play.
One of these times he's going to hand that off, but so far I think that's an offer.
Yep.
And Nolan, I'm only going to guess that's his call, whether he hands that ball off or not. That's not a predetermined, either you're keeping it or you're not.
Coach McMartin's put a lot of faith in this quarterback and the O-line. I've heard him talk a lot this year. The O-line's improved so much, and they make adjustments on their own as a unit. So 1st and 10, Jayhawks. Pump fake. Treptow throws, but he's hit, and it's incomplete.
Guess who's there?
Ledger Neals put
Neals.
Pressure on him. Bladen Blair was trying to make a diving play on it, but
I think they had that covered really well, too. So I don't think it was going much anywhere, but ooh.
So 2nd down and 10 at the Osage 30 or 43.
And that's, I try to stay disciplined with that, Nolan, being a line watcher rather than watching the ball, and I have noticed that tonight. Right now, Ledger Neals is a problem for those center 3 guys. The guard and the 2 guards in the tackle or center are having some issues with Ledger.
2nd and 10. Jayhawks, hand off. No, quarterback keeper. Yeah, Osage fans even thought that Youngblood had it, just like I did. Man, they run that read option play so well. He's got to gain 3 yards.
Well, and that was well defended by the defensive end. That was Bo Taylor. Come up the field. That's his responsibility, is to get the running back to the ground. The linebackers, hey, held your responsibility to gain a 3.
3rd down and 7. Big play here at the Osage 40.
Yep, 2 big plays here.
Under 5.5 to go before halftime. Jesup 2 plays to get 7 yards. 2 guys to each side of the field. Treptow and Youngblood in the backfield. They fake it to Youngblood. Treptow's got to run. He's got it.
Yeah,
he's got the first down.
About the time I'm singing the praises of our linebackers staying home, they don't. Middle linebackers nowhere to be found.
They got the first down, so 1st and 10.
What they're doing, Nolan, is they're hedging. They're like, well, it's kind of like betting on red because it's been black the whole time, right? But you can't do that. You got to watch that ball.
Treptow and Youngblood in that pistol. Treptow throws, and it's caught. It is a nice catch on the knees, Tice Larson.
I don't know if that's where he's going or not.
No, either. He'll say it was.
I will too.
That's 1st and 10 inside the red zone now. So Jesup looking to at least tie, and an extra point could give them a lead here right before halftime.
Yeah, our defensive secondary is all kind of, they're out of sorts right now. That not sure they're real confident in what defense they want to run on certain formations.
1st and 10. They'll put Youngblood in motion out to the left. They'll throw in the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to go.
Whoa!
They're going to get a late flag here. Munson, the intended receiver.
I don't know if they're going to get Quinn or Kresbach.
For what?
There might have been a little
late
tugging
push.
of the jersey.
Pass interference. So it could be 1st and goal after the half the distance penalty.
Yeah. That's a tough call. You had 2 guys covering him on that, but what did we bring up here? Is this 1st and goal from the 10?
It's going to be around the 6 or 7. Be the 8-yard line, actually. So 1st and goal for the Jayhawks with 4:16 to play before halftime. Jesup down 6, but could tie or take a lead. Larson comes in motion, and we have a flag on the play, and
I think
false start.
Yeah, I've been watching for Youngblood. It gets a little lean every time, and I think this time the umpire finally kind of went, I got to call at least one of these. And we've seen Osage on that too, especially early in the season, was when you go to that clap hand count, you're anticipating that clap, and you start to lean. Eventually the officials will get you on one of them. So
1st and goal at the 13 after the 5-yard penalty. Trips left, and a little tight bunch there. It's got to be quarterback power to the left. They got all the blockers.
Guys.
Treptow takes a lick, but hard runner. He gets those 5 yards that they lost back.
Well, and that was a nice, we call timeout. What do we got here? We got
official timeout.
What do we?
No, that wasn't 1st and goal.
What?
Oh, I guess it's not. That pass interference wasn't an automatic 1st down. I'm thinking college and NFL.
Okay. I was too, Nolan. I was too.
It just made it. It just made it.
First and
short.
Gotcha. Okay, I was too.
Well, it's 1st and goal now.
I looked at why the chain gang still had like yard markers up and everything, and I'm like, okay, maybe they just don't want to get them on the ground or whatever.
I just right away thought on that pass interference penalty. I'm like, all right, yep, 1st and goal. Last 2 weeks we haven't been playing. All we watch is college and NFL. So, All right. Well, now it is officially 1st and goal.
So Nolan, on that play, that was the play they ran for kind of a trickeration on that 4th down play. To this side. This time they actually just ran with it, overloaded the zone, and didn't leak anybody out the side.
So under 4 minutes to go in this first half. And Osage jumps.
We've got.
But
well,
both teams are saying it's on them.
Yep. The center got up the guard went out on a pull. And Osage jumped off too.
I got to say it's on Osage.
Aye.
So encroachment on the Green Devils. Go half the distance this time. Uh-oh, got the clock.
I don't know how you call that because there's definitely a false start. The guard got up like he was going out on a running play. But I guess it's first contact maybe. I don't know. Osage defense is definitely not doing themselves any favors here tonight.
No, they're not. 1st and goal still. You're inside the 5. Jesup will roll to the right. Treptow hits the brakes, and he'll throw it.
No way.
It's incomplete.
No way.
He got the pass off.
Throw the flag. There we go.
He did not. Yeah, he didn't get it. He was outside the tackle box, but he didn't get it to the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get to the line of scrimmage.
So that is going to be your intentional grounding. It'll be a spot foul and a loss of down.
Intentional grounding is more, they have to have some of those black and white, like tackle box, line of scrimmage, but it's more of an intent. Because there was a back out there, but he had no intent of throwing that ball to him.
So they'll spot.
That's a big
Be
penalty.
a spot foul.
Loss of down.
And a loss of down. 5-yard penalty from the spot. So it's still his goal to go.
Yep.
Your second and goal to go around the 20-yard line.
Yeah. And that's kind of been Jesup's first kind of big mistake of the night here. Osage had that well defended out in the flat, and then your outside linebackers get up the field pretty quick.
Well, makes your defense try to cover more ground here as Treptow rolls to his left.
Got to get up the field.
Throws, and it's intercepted! Severin Dodd! And he's going to
down
take it to the house.
Oh,
We have a flag on the play. Severin Dodd's going to take it all the well. Yep, he's going to take it to the house for a pick six.
Coach Kyle's throwing his.
The interception's going to stand, folks, but it's not going to go for a pick six.
I think we've got number 6 in black,
but
with a block in the back.
Severin Dodd reaches out with his left paw to kind of bat it at first and then pulled it in. So the first turnover of the game. Yep, it's a penalty on the Green Devils, but they're going to keep possession of the ball.
That's big in itself. But
it's a stop.
Man,
it's a stop at goal to go.
Severin was already by it when that went by, and I can't stress this enough. I don't know how many young kids we got watching this.
Yeah.
These are the easy plays you got to make. You just took 6 points off the board.
Boy, circle that one. I mean, it's a big stop. I mean, you force the turnover.
It's
That's
a big play, but it could have been a bigger play.
Yeah, it could have. Not necessarily a backbreaker, but
this is the stuff that.
Yeah,
we say it comes back to bite you. We don't know that. Probably not.
You still got a whole half to go.
Still got a whole half, but boy.
Anytime you take points off the board, it hurts.
Right. Basically, they get the ball where he intercepted it now.
Yep.
Which is okay.
So first and 10, Osage. But a chance for a possible 2-for-1 here. Osage will get the ball to start the second half. Low snap to Street. He's got all day to throw, and now he's going to take off and run. And he'll be held up, still fighting. And Street, they're going to tackle him in bounds.
In bounds. Okay.
So he's
gain of about
3 or so, 3 or 4.
I don't know if they're 4. Going to 5.
We don't know where they spot it.
Maybe 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. That's a long way for the yard marker guy to try to figure out where they're spotting that ball.
Gosh, yeah, maybe a 6-yard run. I'm keeping it at 5, whatever. Clock running here. Osage with 3 timeouts if they need them. Trying to keep this drive going here as they put Trees out in motion. They'll throw it to Dodd out in space.
Good block.
Gets a block from Trees, but he loses his footing. He's going to gain about 2 yards. We do have a flag. I was going to say, I thought, I don't think Trees got set. When he went out in motion, if he would have kept moving laterally, he would have been fine, but then he went to go get set. He has to be set for a full second, and Osage snapped the ball. So, yeah, you could have been fine if you just keep mowing, but the moment that he turned forward to put his foot down and line up in formation, you got to let him sit for 1 full second. So,
and this is the stuff that frustrating from a coaching standpoint. I know Coach Kyle is just like, come on.
So now 2nd and 9, they say on the scoreboard, so we're going with that. Approaching 2 minutes ago before half. Back to pass, Street, he'll throw, he's got Christensen, but he bobbles it, and it's incomplete.
Oh my Lord,
this
has not been a good set of plays since that.
So off of his hands, luckily though, that thing came down because when it popped up in the air, you hold your breath and you're starting to think that Jesup might get a free one, but their defenders kind of ran into each other. So 3rd down and 9 with exactly 2 minutes to go before the half. Yep.
Now we're having trouble getting the play in.
They'll break huddle with 8 seconds on the play clock.
You're going to need a timeout.
Gonna let him go for it. And it's a direct snap to the tailback. Trees running to his left. Flag on the play.
Jeepers.
And
Good
Trees is
Lord.
going to be shoved backwards. Everything not working right.
This is what I'm talking about on plays like that, where you got this humongous play, and now things are
Face
loosey-goosey.
mask on the defense. It's a personal foul.
Good
Face
Lord.
mask. That's a 15-yard penalty.
We got bailed out there.
Josh, you got.
I mean, things are going off the reservation here, and then Jesup kind of gifts you a. I guess these officials could see it. The last night's officials at the Vikings game couldn't. So.
All right. I knew you were going to go there. While you were kind of throwing your little temper tantrum over here, I was thinking in my head the whole time, like, that might be on Jesup because Osage didn't have anybody in the area.
Well, they had a guy blocking there, and I'm thinking maybe he's got a jersey, but.
Well, yeah, you got a gift right there.
Yes, we did.
Could have been a bad 3-and-out, but now you get the first down. Under 2 minutes to go. Street's going to step up and run. He'll make the first guy miss, gets a block, goes out of bounds. 1:44 to play before halftime. About a 13 or 12 or 13-yard run for Street.
And that's what I'm thinking at this point. That might be one of our better offensive plays tonight is run guys deep, clear the field out.
Yep. Got a stoppage here by the official.
Another stoppage. Okay. Reset the play clock. Okay.
All right. Back at it here. 1:44 to play before half. 1st and 10 Osage at their own 43-yard line.
Uhlenhop in the backfield.
That is a new look since he's played quarterback. He's got to run a wheel.
Nope.
Street. He will throw. It is caught by Trees inside Jesup territory. Flag on the play. Ball comes out. It's picked up by Uhlenhop. He goes out of bounds at the 28-yard line. But we do have a flag on the play. Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Phew.
I was watching the ball. Street got rough. That's got to add. That's got to be half the distance. What here to the?
Take
you're
us
inside.
to about the 15, maybe the 12 and a half.
But Osage, a golden opportunity here with 1:32 to play before
You were
half.
watching the pass. I was watching the line a little bit, and I didn't see any holding. So as my eyes left, I thought I didn't see any holding when you said flag in the backfield. So
roughing the passer, it'll be a half the distance at the 14.
And Uhlenhop coming up a little bit gimpy here. He was Mr. Johnny on the spot.
Picked up that fumble.
Ball security.
So Osage here, you can be patient.
Yeah.
1:33 to play before the half. You got all 3 timeouts. Quarterback, keeper, Street inside the 10. Gets a block. Trips down at
right
the 6.
So
keep
he
the
zigged
clock
when he should
rolling.
have zagged, but hey, your wide receivers put a heck of a block in there.
8-yard run, 2nd down and 2.
It's all right. We can run 30 more seconds off.
Osage trying to make this a 2-for-1. Yeah, Uhlenhop's got to come to the sideline.
I don't know if he got cut down hard on that when he picked up that fumble.
2nd and 2, 1 minute to go before half. Street, quarterback, run. Street inside the 5, inside the. He's into the end zone, folks, for the
touchdown.
6-yard touchdown run. And a big one. Osage gets the 6 points back that they lost on the pick 6. But still, they drive down the field and get a touchdown with 51 to play.
It's amazing what momentum can do to you, Nolan. You're dead in the water on a 3rd down play, and the defense gets you with a face mask, and you're off to the races.
Going for 2.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see the PAT team for a while.
Same formation we just saw. Street gets it. He'll run to his right, going to the exact same play, but he gets cut. He gets tripped up in the knees, and he's not going to get it. 2-point, no good. But Osage goes up by 2 possessions.
And in a track meet like it is tonight, that might just be enough to keep pace.
Well, we're almost to the point where Osage was against Cresco. They scored with less than a minute before halftime. Cresco got a big kickoff return, and Osage held them to a field goal, but yeah, points are big here. We'd love to take this 12-point lead into the half. Jesup, I'm sure they're going to be pushing the tempo here. They got 2 timeouts.
So I've got an update about 10 miles north up of St. Ansgar. In the second quarter, St. Ansgar up 40-7. So that's well in hand there. Looks like they got about 1:40 left in the first half there for the Saints.
Man, Waukon rolling against Anamosa, 32-14.
That's a 4-1,
4 versus
right?
1. That's Osage's 4th place finisher in the district. Burkhart kicks off. Jesup has had some good kickoff returns. This is caught at the 11.
Whoa.
Going for a
Where's the
near
flag?
side return, nothing doing, and Larson's going to be tackled at the 21-yard line. So 44 seconds to play in the half.
And like I wished, the special teams made the adjustment, and they widened that out, widened their containment out. Oh, so there probably could have been a flag there. Brock Trees is coming down, and then all of a sudden he got almost decleated by someone grabbing his shoulder pad, pulling him down.
Coach Kyle's over there talking to the near side official too, so probably saw that.
It was almost horse collarish.
44 seconds, Osage jumps. That's probably another penalty.
Yeah, that did happen. Well,
did he twitch with the football? It's. I think it's on the Green Devils. Encroachment again. So 1st and 5.
It's right now I'm good with pinning your ears back, because right now I think Ledger Neal smells blood in the water.
Yeah.
As hard as he hit that center and he's back 5 yards. Oh, swim move.
Up. They'll throw quickly, and it's incomplete. Yeah. Intended for Larson. Hodak with a late shove. You got to be careful there.
Yeah, let's keep our wits about us.
Don't need the extra shove.
We don't. You're
smart.
certainly right.
Got to be smart. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a, hey, don't do it again.
Yeah, that's your official warning.
Yep.
Now, going both ways. I'm sure there's some jabbering going on.
Emotions are high. It's playoff football.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm watching Ledger Neal's area. So swim moves the center, and now they've got a running back right in his face. So now you've basically taken a guy out of the route.
2nd and 5. They'll throw, float it up, and it's going to be incomplete. Nice coverage there from Voigtlander, step for step with Abe Sullivan. And now 3rd down and 5 with 37 seconds.
Now you're kind of in timeoutville here, right, Nolan? If you could get him stopped here.
If you stop him here,
you might be able to get the ball around midfield.
And look at Quinn Street. He's playing safety, standing. I'm sure he's just waiting to get in formation, but he's standing about the 45-yard line.
Absolutely.
20 yards off the ball. Not looking to get beat deep here. Osage trying to get a stop here. This is Youngblood. He is stopped in the backfield. He's tackled, and Osage is going to call the timeout.
Absolutely.
With 31 seconds to go before half. It is a 5-yard loss on the run. And Osage, an opportunity here to get the ball.
This has been a nice job by Coach Eustace on the defensive side to keep his guys focused, right? Like on these handoffs, make sure you've got this guy and you've got this guy. Don't go chasing, unicorns over this way.
25-13, Osage leading. 31 seconds to play before half. And Jesup has a 4th and 9. Green Devils are going to send Voigtlander and Christensen back to return this punt. Well, remember the last punt you almost blocked.
Yeah.
How aggressive do you want to be?
I say go after it. If you get a roughing, so be it. They've got the ball with 30 seconds left at the 40-yard line.
Youngblood will kick.
Now the way we're stacked up.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
Yeah, Ledger's.
High snap. Youngblood pulls it down. He gets the kick off.
Not a great kick.
It'll bounce at the 50. Be picked up by Voigtlander. Voigtlander is going to be down at the 46-yard line with 20 seconds to play before halftime. Oh, man, Youngblood just maybe saved this game for
Yeah,
Jesup.
he grabbed that really nice, really quick reaction. Nice job by that young man to get that ball down and get it out of there.
So 2 timeouts for the Green Devils. You're 46 yards away from the end zone. 20 seconds, though, on the clock.
Yeah, you got 2 timeouts. The field's completely wide open to you then.
Uhlenhop is back out on the field. He was a little banged up on that last series.
So we're running stacks.
2 guys each side. Street, he'll fire. He's going to Dodd. He makes a catch. He's got the first down. That'll stop the clock. Up to the 32 with 13 seconds played. Osage is going to call a timeout.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you got basically 13 seconds here. You likely have 2, maybe 3 plays. You do have that 1 timeout, so possibly 3 more cracks at it here. 32 yards away from the end zone.
Yep, I think right now you do it again, right? That's Jesup's going to go back and set their guys back at that 10-yard line. Going to let you complete anything under that, and you got the timeout, and then from there you probably got 2 plays to get to the end zone. Maybe 1 if it's a long developing kind of play. That play took you about 6.5 seconds.
Man, I cannot believe the walk-on just rolling.
Yeah, that is wild. Is this a district crossover?
Yeah, it is there.
Okay.
That's District 4.
Okay.
But Anamosa, they beat Northeast last week to win that district. That was a winner-take-all district championship game.
Well, you and I were talking about that with walk-on. It was hard to gauge walk-on.
Well, that, like, everybody, you got Coach Bierman. You got a coach.
Yeah, he's no stranger to playoff football.
He's been there, done that. So,
yeah.
But, man, they're just rolling on the road. All right, here we go. Osage with Street. Street's going to take off and run. He's going to angle. He's got to get the first down. He's inside the 10 to the 5. He lunges. He's down to
timeout.
We're going to stop it with 1 second. First and goal at about the 1.
Well, that's what having timeout in your pocket.
Well, there's that Beckett DeJean that we saw a couple
Yes,
years
there
ago.
was.
Yeah, that's what Street can do to you, but 1 second to go before halftime.
If you're in a white jersey at that point, you're in panic, kind of a panic as he's wiggling his way around.
They're actually spotting it. It looks like at about the 3-yard line. So first and goal, but this is the last play unless you get a defensive penalty.
Part of my instinct was either you better score here or you almost have to give yourself up before you got there.
Yep.
I don't see Quinn Street giving himself up.
No. So this is going to be the last play of the half. Unless there's a defensive penalty, you could get another snap at it. But Osage out of timeouts, and with 1 second to go, this is you can't.
In my opinion, you got to run almost an RPO look to the wide side of the field. Give Quinn as much real estate as you can to make that decision whether you see somebody open or can he get up the field and into the end zone.
It's a huge play, folks. You're up by 2 possessions right now, trying to make this a 3-possession game. Osage gets the ball to start the third quarter.
Yes, absolutely.
Trying to make this a big 2-for-1.
My other question was, can you kick a field goal?
They're not going to try it. In the I formation, Street, Dodd, and Mueller in the backfield. Bootleg.
He's got
Street, he's under some pressure. Quinn, now he's got to try to take off and run, and
he's
in for the touchdown. Quinn Street gets in on the last play of the half to put Osage up 31-13 with an extra point coming up.
That was a mess, Nolan. I'm going to ask you to see if you can clip me in all 22 out of that this weekend so I could take a look, because I didn't think there was anything there. I thought maybe Madden Uhlenhop was open right away as he turned around off the bootleg, maybe to pop to the corner, but I don't think Quinn could see him because there was an awful lot of traffic out there.
Osage going for 2.
I got another official's timeout.
Equipment here, I think, for maybe Jesup.
I think it's a chin strap button issue. Yep. Can he get it? They're just going to hold play up here a little bit.
The Osage defense forces a 3-and-out, gets the ball back. You've scored 2 touchdowns in the last 52 game seconds. Up by 3 possessions, and you get the ball to start the third quarter.
Yep. Okay.
So this is a 2-point attempt. Street Will roll right. He'll throw. It is caught by Dodd in there for 2, and that is it for your half.
Well, that's the way to respond, gentlemen, after a exciting, hard-fought first half here with a determined team and the Jayhawks coming after you. But, yeah, after that interception, kind of the disappointment of not getting that end zone and then kind of a lull in the action a little bit. You kind of dug deep, found that, hey, we got to execute better, and that's exactly what they did. As both teams, Osage heads to the locker room. Jesup elects to regroup in the north end zone. And like you say, Nolan, it's big. You got Osage coming out of the half with the kickoff with a chance to really, really make this a tough game for Jesup to get back into.
Green Devils up 33-13 at the break. We're going to take some time here to thank our Emerald sponsors. We'll come back and recap this first half for you. Green Devils rolling right now, but 24 minutes left to play in this football game. Back with more Green Devil playoff football on GSPN.
Looking to tackle your next big project? At Mark's Tractors and Implements, we have the best selection of top quality equipment and expert service to get the job done right. From tractors and implements, we've got you covered. Visit us at 3787 Red Ball Road, Osage, Iowa. Mark's Tractors and Implements. Go Big Green.
At Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're here for you and your family. Trust us with your health because you deserve the best. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted health care partner for life. Learn more at mcrhc.com. We're a proud sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
Osage Co-op Elevator is more than just grain storage. From agronomy to animal feed, propane to expert grain marketing, we've got your farm covered. Visit online at osagecoop.com for all your agricultural needs. Proud supporter of your Green Devils.
When it comes to electricity, tree, and snow removal, trust Sharper Services. Our experts, Terry and Corey, light up your homes and clear your space. They are fast, reliable, and always professional, brightening your day and clearing your way. Call 641-732-3630. We are proud to support the Osage Green Devils. Protect what matters most with State Farm. Our unique plans offer peace of mind and a reliable coverage for you and your loved ones. Stop in and visit Craig Eisman at 1429 Main Street in Osage to get a quote today and experience the difference of personalized Green Devil service.
Ready to take your career to the next level? Join the team where the action never stops. As a proud sponsor of Osage Athletics, ADZ Drying is currently hiring. Contact HR at 641-732-8505. ADZ Drying is an equal opportunity employer. Go Green Devils.
During difficult times, Champion Funeral Home is here to offer guidance and comfort. Let us help you create a meaningful tribute to celebrate your loved one. Contact us at 641-732-3706 or stop in to sit down with our caring staff.
Accidents happen, but with Farmers Mutual Insurance, we're here to help when you need it most. Whether it's your home or your farm, we provide reliable coverage to keep you covered. Farmers Mutual Insurance, where peace of mind is just a call away. Contact your local Farmers Mutual Insurance agent today.
Unlock your farm's full potential with DeKalb and Asgrow from Jensen Seeds, a proud supporter of Osage High School. Our seed delivers higher yields through innovative crop protection and plant breeding. Choose Jensen Seeds and watch your farm thrive. Call Brad at 641-425-0494.
Looking to tackle your next big project? At Mark's Tractors and Implements, we have the best selection of top quality equipment and expert service to get the job done right. From tractors and implements, we've got you covered. Visit us at 3787 Red Ball Road, Osage, Iowa. Mark's Tractors and Implements. Go Big Green.
At Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're here for you and your family. Trust us with your health because you deserve the best. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted health care partner for life. Learn more at mcrhc.com. We're a proud sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
Osage Co-op Elevator, with local expertise and a community-driven mission. Trust us to help you grow and succeed season after season. Contact us today at 641-732-3768. Osage Co-op Elevator is a proud Emerald sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
When it comes to electricity, tree, and snow removal, trust Sharper Services. Our experts, Terry and Corey, light up your homes and clear your space. They are fast, reliable, and always professional, brightening your day and clearing your way. Call 641-732-3630. We are proud to support the Osage Green Devils. Protect what matters most with State Farm. Our unique plans offer peace of mind and a reliable coverage for you and your loved ones. Stop in and visit Craig Eisman at 1429 Main Street in Osage to get a quote today and experience the difference of personalized Green Devil service.
Ready to take your career to the next level? Join the team where the action never stops. As a proud sponsor of Osage Athletics, IHSAA Drawing is currently hiring. Contact HR at 641-732-8505. IHSAA Drawing is an equal opportunity employer. Go Green Devils.
During difficult times, Champion Funeral Home is here to offer guidance and comfort. Let us help you create a meaningful tribute to celebrate your loved one. Contact us at 641-732-3706 or stop in to sit down with our caring staff.
Support GSPN, our student-led sports streaming network, and help us bring every game to you live. Scan the QR code now or send your payment to 820 Sawyer Drive to donate and keep the action going for our athletes, families, and fans. Every contribution counts. Thank you, Green Devils.
From the opening whistle to the final buzzers, officials dedicate their time, knowledge, and effort to every game. They are not just enforcing the rules, they are shaping young athletes into better players and better people.
Being an official is no easy task. They spend hours training and show commitment and resilience. They show up because they believe in our student athletes.
Officials are critical. They make sure the game is fair for everyone, and they're teaching our kids valuable life lessons.
Life's buzzing with energy, from the delightfully routine to the novel and exciting to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you know you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
To oh my word.
Oh my word.
Cougars!
Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today
today a little bit more special.
That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson with you here at halftime of this one. It is Osage 33, Jesup 13 at the break. It has been a pretty darn good football game. I think the game is a lot closer than what the score is showing.
Right.
But the big difference of this game right now, Jesup was down by 6. They had first down, goal to go. They had a big, they had a huge intentional grounding penalty that put them all the way back at the 20-yard line. They got a 6-yard run or so on the second or it was second. That was the very next play, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was the very next play. Second and goal back at the 20. Their quarterback rolls out to the left. He throws. Severin Dodd intercepts a pass for the Green Devils. He actually took it to the house for a 90-yard pick six, but there was a block in the back penalty. It wiped out the touchdown, but the Green Devils kept possession. Osage looked like they were about to go 3 and out, only up by 6, but a 15-yard face mask by Jesup extended the drive. The Green Devils then marched right down the field, scored a touchdown with 52 seconds to play to go up 25-13. And then the defense for Osage forced a 3-and-out. Jesup only took about 20 seconds to clock off. They went 3-and-out. They punted, and then on the very last play of the half, Quinn Street runs it in from 3 yards. The play before that, you had 1st and 10 at the 32, and with 13 seconds left, he almost ran it into the end zone there, but he got tackled with a 1.5 to go before half. Osage called their final timeout, and then, they get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion right before half. 33-13 is where you sit, and the Green Devils, they get the ball, or they're supposed to receive the second half kickoff. We'll see. I mean, Jesup at this point, you're down 20. You haven't stopped Osage on offense.
You might need to steal possession here.
Yeah, you might. I mean, I would not be shocked at all.
If I'm coming out with special teams, I'm like, you got to watch out for it, guys.
Yep.
Because that's, desperation mode is just about ready to get in, set in. Realistically, I thought this might be near the score we'd have by the end of the game. I knew we'd have some scoring going on. I just didn't realize it was going to be that many points here in the first half. We've had a little bit of everything, almost pick 6 return. We've got a kickoff return. We've got scoring with a second left in the first half. I mean, folks, this is a heck of a playoff game. This is the kind of playoff games that are fun to call at this point, and the ambiance here with Osage's high school marching band and playing their Bon Jovi thing, and right now Osage is most definitely not living on a prayer.
No, they're cooking.
They're cooking. That's the only way to say about it.
They're letting Russ cook.
Letting Russ cook. And right now, you and I are watching some of the games around 2A, specifically in District 3 here.
Looking at scores around 2A playoff scores, but just looking at District 3 that Osage has been in, haven't seen a score update from North Fayette Valley and Monticello. Try to find that for you, but
right.
North Fayette Valley was your District 3 champion. We'll look for a score on them. Osage, your District 3 runner-up, is leading 33-13 here at half. Your District 3rd place finisher, Crestwood, is leading Roland Story 21-15 with 11:04 to play in the third quarter. And then your 4th place finisher in District 3, Waukon, is up. They're up 32-12 against district champion Anamosa at a District 4. So,
okay.
I mean, the way things sit.
I've got a score here at halftime, looks like. I think this is the right one. North Fayette Valley 27, Monticello 7.
So the way things sit right now, Class 2A District 3 is
looking
all in the lead right now.
Looking sharp right now. And you and I didn't really speculate about that, but with the schedule every team played out of conference, the records look probably worse than they could.
Yes.
Right? But I think that's the correct approach, and a lot of coaches probably try to do that. One, travel. Let's make the travel okay, but let's challenge ourselves. So you got a lot of teams going into playoffs, maybe 6-2 at best, but a lot of 4-4, 5-3, maybe even a 3-5, depending on how you're out of conference. Out of district preseason stuff played, and it gets you prepared for these games like this. And if that walk-on score holds, it kind of throws the next round a little bit of a throws it into a static a little bit. Anamosa is like a top rank.
Yeah, they're in the top 10. They moved up. They beat Northeast last week, who was undefeated, to win that district.
Right.
And it's just crazy. Now, if you look at the BC Moore rankings, and I don't live by those or anything, but they have their metric for strengths of schedules.
Right.
All right.
Handicapping high school is a tough one.
Yeah. So looking at strength of schedules, according to BC Moore, Waukon had the number 1 2A strength of schedule.
Okay. Yep.
Crestwood had the number 4 2A strength of schedule. Osage number 10. So 3 teams in Class 2A District 3.
Top 10 schedule strengths.
Out of 48.
Yep.
Out of 48 teams. Your district champion, North Fayette Valley, had a 25 strength of schedule. So, I mean, that just going on. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying BC Moore is.
What it's telling me, it preps you for
and it's showing.
District and playoff success. Doesn't guarantee it, but it can get you there.
Other scores in there is a new score update with Waukon. It's now 32-18, so it's 14-point lead for Waukon. Kemper Catholic is just rolling over Sheraton. It's 48-0 in the third quarter, so you got running clock in that game. Mediapolis is leading Northeast 13-0, so third place finisher Mediapolis is leading Northeast
PCM
at the break.
Up over
PCM is it's probably your best 1-4 matchup. PCM leading 26-10 over on Des Moines Christian. PCM district champion in District 6 with Jesup. And then, Roland Story and Crestwood. It's Crestwood 21-15. Crestwood leading Roland Story. So those are the scores that Bound has posted. But, District 3, I mean, hey, keep it going, boys. I sent a text out to Coach Denner today. I said,
Good luck,
my friend.
Yeah.
I also did say that to former Osage football coach Matt Finn. I mean, with Roland Story. I mean, Coach Finn and I still, we text during the fall. He's a great guy. He did a lot for this Osage football program.
Well, he's done a lot for that Roland Story program.
That too, yeah.
Was a Roland Story when I was in high school was a pretty solid program. They had some dudes down there, and I think over the decades, football had kind of gone away a little bit. And he's kind of brought an attitude back down to the Norse down there. So, and his teams are always going to be fun to watch, especially from an offensive side. That's for sure when it comes to that. But right now, Osage, Nolan, I'm wondering, has Osage wore the same uniform combo in any games this year? This is the first time we've seen white, black, and green.
I don't think so. I think we had this week 1 against.
Was this week
St.
1?
Andrew. I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
I think so.
On that part.
Yeah,
of
we're
it.
like the Oregon Ducks of high school.
We got a little bit of a.
We can't change our helmet, but you got your black, green,
and I will
white
compliment. I am on the road. I love an all white. Jesup is pretty sharp in their all whites out here. I know when Osage pulls in with especially the new jerseys this year with the green trim on there.
I said that to a Jesup coach. I saw him today, and I remember we played Jesup back in 2020, and they had the white, blue, white that night, and with that color scheme, I just told them, I like their look. I mean, they look clean, and then tonight with their all whites, I mean, the white, blue, and orange, it pops. It's good.
Yeah, orange is a fun color to accent with. It can probably be overdone at times. And listen to me getting into fashion, but the uniform game has come a long ways in a number of years, as far as that goes on that. And was it just a few years ago we were wearing camos, right? We had the camos.
Yep. A lot
provided by the Iowa National Guard.
Yep. But those jerseys, it's fun to see. They travel around every week. I don't know if they wear them in the playoffs, but during the regular season, the National Guard, some high school wears those every week. So it's fun to see those pictures and
that's awesome.
Yeah, we wore those.
Fun fact, Jesup made an appearance down in the 1995 Class 2A basketball state playoff or state tournament.
Ooh, yeah.
Had a couple fellows there. One by the name of Mike Windblade, and he was a heck of an athlete.
Windblade, that's a good one.
Yeah, I believe they made.
Does he put up windmills now?
I don't know.
He should.
I don't know. Maybe he's listening to the broadcast. Maybe he's not. But
well, enough rambling for us, Josh.
Enough filling. We call that rapping, right?
Youngblood's got to kick off, and we'll see what Jesup wants to do. They'll kick off right to left, south to north, and it is an onside kick, and Osage has got to recover it.
We called that right off the bat.
I mean, you have to. You're down 20, and the Osage offense hasn't been stopped tonight. So
that was Tristan Huseman. Very good, Tristan.
Try to get a free possession. I do not fault Coach McMartin at all for doing that.
Nope, and you're right. In a game where you haven't stopped the Osage offense once, you gotta get that possession back. And nice job by the coach staff to make those guys well aware of it.
So Osage, here you go, up by 20 with the football at your own 49-yard line. He'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Severin Dodd.
He's out.
He's got a first down run, double digits. He'll get all the way to the 40 and be driven backwards, but he's got the first down. Actually, they think they'll spot him at the 41. Nope, they will spot him right at the 40, but 11-yard run for Dodd. That'll move the sticks.
Yep, absolutely. And right now, there's really no reason to put the ball in the air.
Nope, I think we've seen this a lot with Osage in the second half of games this year. We saw it against New Hampton. We saw it against Waukon. They want to go to their version of bully ball.
Correct. There's no point differential here you got to worry about to get to the next round. You just need to get, take the eye out of the clock.
1st and 10, and then they'll shift and go to that pistol. Dodd will line up to the left. They'll go play action. Here's that little RPO, but Street, he'll run this time.
Oh, he
spins. He's inside the 30 and close to another first down. He's got it to the 28-yard line. 2 plays and 2 double-digit runs for the Green Devils to start this second half.
Absolutely.
You're in business right now. Osage scored 2 touchdowns in the final minute of game time in the first half. And now trying to score early in this second half. 1st and 10. Handoff, Trees, and he is going to be tackled, but not before he gets to the 25. So about a 3-yard run. Second down coming up for the Green Devils.
Yep, you just need to salt away the time. And for Jesup, they need to be in there ripping at the ball, seeing if they can cause negative plays, turnovers, you name it. They need to be in desperation mode, so to speak.
Trees and Dodd in the backfield with Street. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They'll put Trees in motion, line up right behind Street in the pistol, play action. Street rolls to his left. He'll fire. He's got, it's in and out of the hands of Trees.
I'm not.
So 3rd down and 7. It was there. A little bit behind.
If he's going to hit that, you got to hit that sooner.
I still think, only his 2nd incompletion tonight for Street.
I believe so.
I think he only had like 4 last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Does he have, how many pass attempts did we have in the first half? Did we have 10 in the first half? Maybe not even that.
No.
Probably 6, 7?
I wouldn't think so.
We didn't.
I think he ran the ball himself more than he threw it.
Correct.
So.
Well, and I think Jesup's purposely doing that.
3rd and 7, Osage in the I formation here. Trying to get 7 yards in 2 plays. Fullback dive. Dodd, he's going to get all of it and more. Inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. 12-yard run, Severin Dodd.
Yeah, Landon Vogel took the brunt of that one as Dodd got through the line. And Jesup's doing what I would do. I would creep my linebackers up within a yard or 2 of the ball, knowing that that's what we want to do. And the only issue is that you're either going to stop him for a minimal gain or he's going to break through the line, and now you got a 10, 12-yard gain.
Back in the eye. It's kind of an offset eye. Street will look to his left. He's going to take off and run. He's got the angle, and he's going to cut up and try to get in the end zone. He's going to be tackled. They're going to say they'll stop the clock and maybe take a look at it, whether he got – he'll move the sticks. So 1st and goal for the Green Devils.
Clock winds.
Ball placed at about the 2, it looks like. Trying to get the angle here from the near side official. He's standing at about the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, up by 20 are the Green Devils, and knocking on the door for more.
Let's see. Probably trying to figure out who hasn't got a touchdown tonight. Might be Brock's turn.
Street goes under center. They'll go to Trees, and he lunges in. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Brock Trees puts Osage up 39-13, extra point pending.
All right, looks like we're going to try the PAT again, I think. Yep, here comes Quinn off the field. So we're going to see if we can get a successful one up and through here.
I got a text update of a baseball game. I forgot all about it.
The Royals aren't playing.
Yeah, they're done. High PAT, and it's good for Hodek.
Okay.
So 40-13 Green Devils with 9:02 to play in this third quarter.
Nice job.
Well, Jesup, I mean, I'm going to say it. You're still not out of this game.
You're not totally out of it. Absolutely not. But
obviously, you got to score fast.
They
know it.
You were in the danger zone going into halftime, and now you are deeper into the danger zone. But you're going to have a lot of things go your way. Probably can't take 5-6 minute drives to get in the end zone. So on the other side of the ball, Osage just needs to play good, solid defense. Don't give up the big play, and don't gift them any penalty yardage either.
Uga, score update down in Story City. Roland Story back in front, 23-21.
That's been going back and forth, hasn't it?
That's a fun game. District 3 for 2A, trying to go 4-0 tonight. Burkhart will kick.
And they're chanting Berkey.
Kind of a short end-over-end kick, and it's caught on a nice run here for Larson. And then Larson will be stopped. They won't bring him to the ground. Forward progress stopped. And 1st and 10 for the Jayhawks at around their own 33-yard line. Ryan Treptow has kind of been the guy. They almost abandoned the run, it seemed like, in the first half with Youngblood, and a lot of the runs came from Treptow.
Right. As soon as the front seven for the Devils kind of figured out how they were attacking, they kind of ended that.
They'll go to Youngblood, getting his legs going again. He breaks a tackle, runs a couple guys over, still going. Youngblood all the way down to the 47-yard line.
And that's how I'd expect a senior to come out of the gates running here. You know, every carry he's going to get, you're not bringing me down. That's the mindset you got to have. So
that is a 14-yard run for Preston Youngblood. He's got over 1,200 rushing yards on the year, 11 touchdowns.
He's a good-looking specimen back there.
Yeah, I would just assume he's getting looks at the next level. He'll get his second handoff, and Osage quickly wraps him up this time. Bo Rage there quickly to slow him down.
Oof. Ledger Niels is a bad man. And Bo Rage did everything he needed to do right there, because when you've got a bulldozer in front of you, Ledger had the center 4 yards in the backfield. It's going to be a long night at this rate.
2nd and 11 after the yard loss. They'll go right back to Preston, and he's going to get that yard back, maybe another one. Be 3rd down and 9 coming up for Jesup.
Well, you feel like the Osage defense has kind of got that figured out, and we've seen that all year long, that after a while the guys are really well coached in that here's how they're going to attack you and here's how you have to get against it.
So under 7.5 to go in this third quarter. Osage 40, Jesup 13. 3rd down and 9, 4-down territory for the Jayhawks. Treptow rolls right. Eludes pressure. Now he's going to take off and run, and he's got some wheels just like Street of the Green Devils. He's got the first down.
And I think that's a lot of his yardage during the year is that, right? Clear it out, just like we like to see our offense do. Clear him out, open up the green space, and just let your guy go get 10, 12 yards.
They're looking at it. They will.
It looks like they moved the chains.
There's finally the signal from the white hat. The chains are set before he even
signaled
it.
Before he signaled it.
He still actually hasn't even. Oh, he ran out of bounds. Yep, that's why. Duh. I started the clock. I messed up on that. 1st and 10. Jayhawks on the ground. Youngblood. Preston gets inside the 40. Around the 38 of Osage. It's a run of 3, maybe 4.
All right, I see one parka on the Osage sideline and the players. You got to take that off. It's not that cold.
Look at me. 2nd and 7.
Oh, boy.
Youngblood, or excuse me, they're going to throw it deep, and there's got to be a pass interference. You got to get a pass interference on Hodek. The intended receiver, I think, is Sullivan. really hard to see that far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17, that's Sullivan. So it's going to be a pass interference. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, that's a tough call from the back judge who's 30 yards away versus the side judge. The ball's underthrown. Hodak probably just needs to do a better job of getting his head around.
I think that's the thing. I think Hodak got there just a little too early, maybe made contact and then turned around.
I mean, that's an NFL thing, right? You kind of purposely throw it short so the defensive back runs into you.
Only the Chiefs get away with that, right?
Yeah.
That's what the league says.
I'm kind of thinking if Patrick Mahomes got a face mask like that last night, that guy would have been in the penitentiary this morning.
Hey, they would have given the Chiefs a touchdown. Youngblood, the handoff, juking and jiving. He's got fresh legs, and he's showing it. He's got an 8-yard run, maybe 9. Yeah, I kind of thought they abandoned him.
Well, I thought a little
late
early.
in that first,
right,
like
a little early.
He's been your bell cow all year, and
right now Osage doesn't. I think right now they're perfectly fine. They're not going to press you at this point.
2nd and 2, play action, deflected, and it's incomplete.
Quinn almost
Street
got
is there, trying to make the play. Tice Larson was the intended receiver. So 3rd down and 2. With 6:01 left in this third quarter.
I can't say Ledger's name enough tonight. He is just a problem in the middle, especially on passing downs. That swim move coming up and over is just, it's wild.
Trying to get Osage to jump. They don't go into the neutral zone. Youngblood gets a handoff, and he runs into a wall, and he is not going to get the first down.
Nice
it's
job
4th.
Nice job by the left side defensive end and the outside linebacker just to hold your ground. That'd be Bull Rage, and I think Gavin Muller over there. So
it's a loss of 1.
Loss of 1.
So 4th and 3.
Maybe
he moved the.
A lot of shuffling.
I'm going to leave it at 4th and 2.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Under 5.5 to go in this third quarter.
I think we're going to power run.
Yep.
Treptow, I don't think he got it.
He's not going to.
I don't.
Osage is going to hold inside the red zone. It'll be a turnover on downs. And everything in about the last 12 minutes of game time is just going Osage's way.
Yep. A lot of bend, but don't break.
That's 2 red zone stops. In the last 2 red zone trips for Jesup, Osage has got an interception, and they've held on downs.
Yep. And outside of some big plays, like 2 or 3 big offensive plays for Jesup, Osage just shut that down fairly decent.
You had the 65-yard run on, the 4th play of the game. That was a touchdown for the Jayhawks that put them up 6-0. But then Osage took the ensuing kickoff to the house and took the lead and haven't trailed since. So 1st and 10, Quinn Street, he'll power. Hesitates and slips and falls down. And that could have been another 10 yards on the run had he not gone down.
I find myself listening to you and holding my breath at the same time.
It's hard to keep up with him.
It is hard to keep up with him.
I just that game when we played OAB-CIG and Beckett DeJean, he just younger brother of everybody knows in Iowa, Cooper DeJean, but Beckett just second half of that football game just took over and
put it on his back.
Quinn Street's kind of been doing that tonight here for Osage. Here's a handoff to Moeller, the sophomore, bulldozing some guys up to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard run for Gavin Moeller.
That's just big boy football right there. And fatigue, that might have taken the wind out of the sails for the Jayhawks there just on that. That was kind of that we got to score, and we didn't. And now Osage is kind of just running downhill.
First and 10, Green Devils at their own 40. Handoff to Dodd. Dodd trying to get out to the left. He's fighting off some arm tackles. He's got progress here, close to a first down. It's going to depend on a spot.
I'd say it's about a run of 9.
Well, they'll take a look. They need to get to the 50, and he's got the first down.
He's going to give it to him. Okay. So, yeah, right now it's just chunk yardage. It's
3 double-digit plays in a row for the Green Devils, put them at their own, or put them right at midfield.
Right.
With 4 minutes to play in this third quarter, Green Devils leading 40-13. Trying to make sure they get a round 2 game next week. Pass out to Christensen. He makes a catch, and that is 4 double-digit plays in a row. Christensen is taken out of bounds. But
yeah,
no late hit.
No,
I mean, the contact was made
Started
inbounds, and they just carried out. So
and it wasn't like
that's 13 yards
yeah.
for the first down. So 4 double-digit plays for the Green Devils on this drive puts you at the Jesup 37.
I think on a score and a 2-point conversion, does that put you at a 35
That would put
point?
you at 35.
Okay.
Be interesting if Osage found the end zone, if they would try to do that and get the running clock going.
Wow.
Broken tackle. Mueller, he's still going down to the 20. 17-yard run. Make that 5 double-digit plays in a row for Osage on this drive.
Yeah, this is the drive you want to see right now. This is put your foot on it, and
this drive started inside your own 20.
I'm watching safety Treptow back there. He's got a little hitch right now. I don't know if he got caught up on a tackle.
1st and 10, Osage play action. Street rolls to his left.
Just throw it out of bounds.
He's just going to run with it, and that's going to end our streak of double-digit plays. He's got to go out of bounds and gain. Still gets like 2 yards out of it.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd down.
So 3:04, actually 3:03 on the clock.
Yeah, that's the only
2nd and 8.
thing he did wrong in that play was he ran out of bounds.
Actually, no, they're going to say wind the clock.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the rules are anymore, Nolan.
If you get pushed, maybe his progress went backwards.
Is this that forward momentum? I thought that's just a pro thing.
I don't know. Time out. Osage only had 4 seconds on the play clock. They will call the timeout. Their first of the half. Osage leading 40-13. See if we got some other score updates. We talked about Roland Story went back in front, but Crestwood retakes the lead. It's 27-23 Crestwood in the fourth quarter, 9:20 to play. The last update of that one.
Awesome.
Walk on still rolling. They're up by 15, leading 40-25. Walk on, the 4th place finisher in District 3, trying to take out District Champion in District 4, Anamosa.
North Fayette Valley has the game well in hand right now. They're up 40-7 with PAT pending.
Forest City was over at Central Lyon. That was only a 15-point game at halftime.
Yep.
Central Lyon was leading, but Forest City
battling
tough on the road.
That was a 2-3 matchup, right?
Yep, that's a long drive. But Central Lyon now up 45-20 in that one.
Okay.
Starting to pull away. Back to action here. 2nd and 8. Street will roll to his right. He's got a wall. He's just got to run. He's got blockers in front of him. He'll go out of bounds. He's got the first down inside the 10. I think they're going to spot him at the 11. I take it back. So he's shy of a first down. This angle here, I thought he had it, but so 3rd down and 1. Green Devils. Clock does stop here as he went out of bounds. Going forward.
We'll check into the game up north here.
It was over, wasn't it?
No, we're just in the fourth quarter. Running clock. Sands are up 54-7. Looking to be narrowing up into the goal line here shortly.
Jayhawks showing some pressure here. Hand off to Mueller. He'll bounce it out to the left. He's got the first down inside the 10. He'll be shoved backwards until he gets about 3 yards. It'll be 1st and goal for Osage.
All right, so on the scoreboard tonight, Quinn Street's had a touchdown. Brock Trees had a touchdown. Gavin Muller's had a touchdown.
Uhlenhop had a kickoff return.
Uhlenhop has a kick return. Who am I missing here?
All your backs have scored. Throwing out the Hodak?
Has Dodd scored?
Yeah, Dodd had a touchdown in the last drive.
Touchdown, yep.
Well, no, that was...
it was in the first half there.
Yeah, first half.
He had the first
Trees
touchdown.
had the last touchdown.
That's right.
Maybe Hodak.
Yes.
1st and goal, Osage. Street rolls to his left, away from Hodak. Now he hits his brakes, goes back to his right. Hodak is there. He throws it to him, and it's incomplete. Oh, yeah, just a little too far in front of Hodak. My goodness, we're almost calling that out of here.
I was hoping I was going to get a run, like Seneca Wallace run versus Texas Tech out of here, because that's the way that was starting to go.
Yeah.
Like, we run all the way to the left, and now we start
all the way back to the
right. Maybe we'll get back towards the center of the field.
And that's just Street for you. He can extend plays. It's this offense, the last 3 games has just been way different.
Correct.
Getting him back and recovering from that broken hand. Quarterback read option, Street.
That should be it.
Towards the pylon, into the end zone for the touchdown. Quinn Street, 8-yard touchdown run, and the Green Devils go up 46-13.
Nice job, Madden Uhlenhop on the outside, just getting his man blocked, get the crease there. And that's a sign of senior leadership there that, hey, I don't have to have the touchdown here. So it looks to me Osage is going to go for 2.
So if they get this 2-point conversion, running clock would start.
I'm calling it maybe a fade here to Madden.
They bring Mueller in motion, quarterback, keeper Street, just nothing.
No.
They don't want to get him hurt.
That was all kind of broken from the beginning.
So 2-point conversion, no good. And keeps the score at 46-13 Osage with 1:53 to play in this third quarter. So playoff pairings for week 2, they come out tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. They'll release the pod. You get put into 4 different pods for your final 16 playoff teams. The winners of those pods then advance to the Dome down in Cedar Falls, and then they'll repair that too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the state's goal, they want to get number 1 in their mind. They want to get the 2 best teams playing in the state championship.
Sure.
But sometimes what the state thinks are the 2 best teams are not always right.
Sure.
So.
It's high school ball. It's variable. You could probably predict a lot of that in the bigger classes, but
Burkhart will kick.
The Berkey chance going again.
The lefty kicks it off. Caught at the 21. This is Moore.
Reverse field.
Yep. Stays on his feet. Nick Moore across the 35-40, and then he'll be stopped right around. They'll say right at the 40. Thought they'd give him the 41. And Josh Osage has scored 5 touchdowns in a row.
5 straight scores.
33 unanswered points. This game was tied at 13.
That's right.
And Osage has broke it open.
That's how you take care of that. Take care of home field.
Possibly the last home game of the year. I would imagine.
Imagine that the
Osage,
chances are not high that we'll be here again.
Yep, probably on the road next week. Got to take care of business here. As and if he throws this ball, he's got to fling it forward. Osage wants a legal man downfield. He had an offensive lineman. There's a flag. He had an offensive lineman that was across midfield. That was a quick RPO and just nothing there. I think it was actually maybe a middle screen. And
yeah, we were on top of that so quick there wasn't even a chance for him to even survey if there was a guy there. Gavin Mueller with a nice job chasing him out.
There's got to be a legal man downfield. Yeah, he had all 5 linemen.
Yeah.
You get that,
and that's really not
2 to 3 yard cushion, but
yeah, that's not the lineman's fault. That the play is designed to do that. Yep. So yeah, so either you're going to get the 5-yard penalty, or you're going to take about a 7-yard sack at that point.
Still keeps it at first down, right?
Yeah, I believe so. We see that called. It seems like we see that called more now. In the college level as we start to see these RPOs out there.
So on 1st and 15, they hand off to Youngblood, and he's got to meet Brock Trees. Brock Trees is not that big on paper.
Brock Trees is maybe a buck.
They
40.
say 5'10", 165.
That's somebody else.
But he laid some wood on that one.
Because he's certainly not going to wrestle there, I don't think.
No. Trees, if I had to guess, he's probably going to fight for the varsity spot at 138.
Yeah,
maybe 150. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably playing at about 145 right now.
So it's about a 2-yard loss, 2nd down and 17. Back to pass is Treptow. He throws, and it's incomplete. He did have an intended receiver there. Osage just getting pressure again. Ledger Niels. That's just a 3-man rush, and they're getting pressure on Treptow.
We've said that throughout the year, but Ledger Niels has picked his game. He might be the most improved player pound for pound out here, because that was one of our questions coming into the year. But Mac Muller's now out at South Dakota State and was all-district nose tackle.
Should have been all-state.
Should have been all-state. Don't know how they missed that, but whatever. Ledger Niels has done a bang-up job on that. He's in on it again.
16, Ledger Niels right there. No gain on the play. 4th and long for the Jayhawks.
I feel bad because I played center in high school, and when you've got a nose tackle like that in front of you, that is a long night. Brendan Oshner trying everything he can, but looks to be a possible state qualifier at probably heavyweight this year, right?
Yeah, the IA Wrestle listed him. They came out with the rankings actually today. Osage dropping down to 1A for wrestling, and they had Ledger ranked 9th. So,
and that's probably about right, but he's a load.
So 4th down, and we get time out on the far side of the field. Coach McMartin will call a timeout.
Yeah, it's just good timeout. Get yourself kind of collected here. You got a big 4th down.
Actually, they gave him a yard. It's 4th and 15. 9 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Let's get that score update here. Crestwood still in front. The final update was with 9:20 to go in the 4th quarter, so no update from the last time we looked. Crestwood leading Roland Story 27-23.
I don't know if we're missing. Well, does Cresco kick point afters? They don't do that.
No.
So
they're a 2-point team.
I think they've been. Is that 4 touchdowns?
Well, no, I take that back. They have this year because they were kicking field goals. They kicked field goals on us. They actually had a really good kicking game this year.
That's right.
Yeah. Previous years, no, they never did. Walk-on didn't attempt PATs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 4th and 15 out of the timeout from Jesup. 9 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Treptow back to pass. 4-man rush, and it's completed, and he's got the 1st down, I think. They're not going to. I honestly, I give it to him.
I'd give it to him. I think there's a little time left on the clock here.
Well, if they got to measure it, no, they got to keep it rolling.
I think nose of the ball is touching the line. It looks like
they got to measure it. I mean,
from first glance, I thought he was short, but
give it to him.
Give it to him. It was a heck of a grab.
It is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, regardless. We're going to the 4th. They did say time expired. I stopped it with 3 seconds on mine, but they kept it.
Let's see
what signal
what
going.
The measurement comes up here. He's short.
He's got
Nope,
it.
He gave it to him. Okay.
By the nose. Yep. I originally thought he had it on the catch.
I thought there was a knee down around the 49, depending on where the ball was. I don't know if high school officials call that where the ball is when your knee goes down, or is it where your knee goes down is where the ball gets placed.
So into the 3rd quarter, Osage 46, Jesup 13. Osage has scored 33 unanswered points. After we were tied up at 13, Jesup tied the game at 13 with 11:55 to go in the 2nd quarter. That was the first play of the 2nd quarter because they had a 4th and goal at the 1, and they cashed in, got the extra point, and from that point on,
that game seems like forever ago.
It does.
The way this game is unfolded.
So 12 minutes to play in this game. 1st and 10, Jayhawks right at midfield. Gavin Muller, he's coming on a blitz here, but picked up nicely. Throw across the middle, deflected, almost intercepted.
He's wishing he had that
Trees, and if he does, Brock he might be in the end zone right now.
Yep.
Because you had everybody running the opposite direction.
I don't know as he probably saw that until way a little bit late. I'm wondering. I think he was eyeing the receiver. Nonetheless, that's kind of what you get in these passing situations is when guys are dropping back, there's not a lot of windows left.
Still no score update in Story City. 2nd down and 10 for the Jayhawks. They'll throw quickly. Catch made by Sullivan. Abe has got about 11. That'll move the sticks.
Pass is complete to Simpson. Tackled by Blair.
And like we saw,
that's 17.
Yeah, we saw on the last drive, Osage just kind of, I'm going to call it a little bit of an umbrella cover. Just go ahead and complete it underneath. We'll let the clock keep rolling.
1st and 10 at the Osage 39. The clock is running, and that's your friend for the Green Devils. Up by 33. Trying to get this thing over. Stay healthy. Throw across the middle. Catch is made. No, they're going to signal incomplete. Intended for McHone. Incomplete pass. 2nd down. 11:17 on the clock. Keep hitting refresh on bound. I just want to see an update there, but nothing. There is one final in the books as Kemper Catholic. They move on. District champions out of District 8 over Sheraton. 48-7 was that final.
They got 8 seconds to get this ball off. I don't know if they're going to get that off in time. Oh, wait. And then we just reset the clock to 25. That was weird. Okay.
Play action, pump fake. Now they'll go looking for Larson, and it is over his head, out of bounds.
It's a nice double move there, but also a nice recovery by Bryson Volklander on that. And Bryson does have the speed to catch up, even if it's just a little delayed on that. So brings up a 3rd and 10.
Third down and 10. Roll out to the left. Playing his feet. He'll fire a nice ball. He's got Larson. He dives, but couldn't pull it in.
Nice.
Very nice
effort.
pass.
Nice effort.
Nice pass from Treptow, rolling to his left. And then even better effort there from Larson, but just couldn't pull that in.
Yeah.
A nice layout there from Tice.
That's just letting her go. And that's where Trees and Volklander get together going, was that you or was that me? Because he shouldn't be behind us.
11:04 to play in this game. 4th and 10 for the Jayhawks.
I think Osage just electing to bring 4.
Treptow to his left, throws, catch, complete this time to McHone. He's got about 12 or 13, actually. Give him a nice spot here. Give him 13 yards. He'll get a 1st down.
Yeah, a little softer than I think then Coach Eustace wanted him to play on that 4th down because they're just backing 4 guys up about 20 yards off the ball.
1st and 10, Jayhawks. Roll to the right for Treptow. Gets a nice wall of blockers, but his receiver couldn't pull it in. Vogel, the intended receiver.
Pass intended for Vogel, incomplete.
Stops the clock with 10:30 to play.
I'm just going through the roster here right now. A lot of starters just being plugged in and out. Although they pulled Ledger here, getting him a break. I don't know as we've gotten a sack yet tonight, though.
I don't think we have. We've gotten to the quarterback a lot. Treptow throws. Oh, Vogel again. This time incomplete.
Pass intended for Vogel.
Leaving them open.
Yeah, that's a nice. I don't know what that route combo is, but it's a nice late breaker because we got our safety and cornerback peeling off to the deep guy. Our underneath linebackers kind of just in no man's land. They're discussing it right now. Who's got what?
Little things you definitely need to clean up.
You got to clean up a little bit, yep. But that's kind of. I don't know what we're playing. I feel like we're playing some zone over man maybe a little bit, which can cause some confusion as to where you're at.
3rd and 10. Treptow rolls right. Ledger trying to chase him down. He throws, and it's incomplete.
I don't know if Severn and Dodd got a hand on that.
Intended for Larson.
That was kind of the same play Severn got the interception on, except ran to the other side. So it brings up another 4th down. We'll see what kind of coverage we're playing on the backside here. Maybe we only elect to bring 3.
The final score, Crestwood wins 27-23.
Wow.
They take out Roland Story. Back to pass. Treptow throws, and it is knocked away
down
by Hodak. Going to Vogel, but Hodak knocks it away. It'll be a turnover on downs, and Osage takes over with 10-11 to go in this football game. Wow, what a win there for Crestwood, making that long drive to Roland Story, and that's really going to change some things.
That is going to, the media, of course, Roland's just outside of that central Iowa area, and so they've been getting some press. I don't know if they're receiving votes in the top 10 or not, but
they were ranked.
Were they ranked?
Crestwood or Roland Story? They were ranked.
Okay.
Radio
8th?
Iowa had them ranked, I think 7th, and then the state had them ranked, I think 8th.
Okay.
Or might have been 7th. But 1st and 10. Street still in the game. They put Trees out in motion. Osage will throw it here on 1st and 10. They get it to Dodd. Dodd gets a nice block from Trees.
Trees has got.
He's got a 1st down all the way to the 47-yard line. Yeah, Trees blocked him for 20 yards.
It was. I would have had no problem with a flag being thrown there. But I think the side judge was probably just watching what was in front. So
10 minutes, 2 seconds to play. Went out of bounds, so the clock is stopped. Man, District 3 tonight.
Showing out.
Looking to go unbeaten. And then New Hampton had a Week 9 game. Here's a pass completed to Hodak. He's got a 1st down inside the 40 as he's slung out of bounds.
Is there a score update with Waukon? That's kind of the...
They're up 15 last. Oh, my gosh, that's a 2-point game in the 4th quarter. Waukon's only up by 2.
Well, Anamosa probably wasn't going to...
I got a little ahead of myself.
Well,
saying District 3 might be going 4-0. Maybe not. That Waukon might have started coasting there, and Anamosa,
well,
said no, not so fast.
Not so fast, my friend.
You got to play 48 minutes of football. Trees will go in motion. He'll get set. Green Devils back to pass. They'll go to Dodd again underneath. He's got blockers all over.
Cut back.
And there is Dodd still going. They're trying to rip it away from him. He's taken out of bounds, not before he's inside the 25.
Oh, I don't know if he went out of bounds. I think his momentum stopped. Just keep the clock running. I suppose I got to stop the clock for a 1st down set. Let's see what his interpretation was. All right. Well, they said he went out of bounds. Okay.
Nope. They got to wind the clock.
All right. Perfect.
I was watching the whiteout. He was just waiting to get in the chain set. So under 10 minutes to go in this game. Toss to Trees, gets in a nice block. Trees bounces it out. He's to the 10, to the 5. Brock Trees lunges for the end zone. They're going to say he's down. They're going to not give him a touchdown. They're going to say he's down, but it'll be first and goal.
I like that little play, little variation there, kind of a fake dive handoff, and then he steps back for a pitch.
So 1st and goal, ball just inches away.
All right, who's on the tutty list right now?
Oh, he did. He went out of bounds. I formation street. Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Handoff Trees, and he will stay on his feet into the end zone for the touchdown. The Green Devils have themselves a 50 burger for the first time this year to go up 52-13.
Very cool.
Your last 2 or 3 games that you've played, you've gone 20 points, 42 points, and now 52.
That's a good trend.
I just wonder if somebody else was added to the roster.
It's weird.
Yeah.
What changed?
Something changed in the last 3 football games for the Green Devils. Ooh, the kick is up, and it's still good. He's nice recovery there from Tabbert.
I hope Tabbert's got all of his fingers because they were down there.
Trees with that 1-yard run. Osage will have running clock after the kickoff.
Well, kickoff coverage team's getting warmed up out here.
So 9:18 to play.
Mentioned those guys, they out there making sure nobody's returning on them. Michael Wagner, Liam Schaefer. Who else have I seen out there? I know Weston Sullivan's out there. Quinn's younger brother, Cooper, who's back from an ankle injury. He's out there covering kicks. Camden Ross, another freshman. Oh, let's see if I can get our numbers out here. Tristan Huseman. Bryson Volklander out covering kicks. Will Bielefeld. Gavin Muller. Trying to think, make sure I've got everybody here. And then Dalton Burker. Let's see, Dalton. Let's see if you can get into one here.
They're calling for Berkey.
He did. He got into it. Good one.
Up, be caught by the Jayhawks. Little return, bounces it out to the left. Osage will make the tackle. But 9 minutes and counting to play in this game. 1st and 10 for the Jayhawks. So, 40 unanswered points for Osage in this football game.
I don't want to say it was a little bit of a slow start due to the bye week, but I kind of want to say it was a little bit of a slow start, especially defensively.
Defensively, yeah.
Right?
Yep. You gave up the 65-yard run.
You're not used to the speed of the game, that kind of thing, so.
Man, I'm just pumped for Crestwood. That's
Crestwood,
awesome.
That's great. That's great.
Hand off to Youngblood. He is shy of the first down.
Coach Denner's done a great job with that program.
That is going to be a very fun bus ride home. That's a long drive for Cresco.
That'll be a rocking bus right up I-35.
Yes.
Maybe a quick stop in Clear Lake to fuel up a little bit.
Hey,
get some Powerades.
Shout out to the boys over in Cresco. Hand off. Going to Youngblood. He lunges forward. He's got enough for the first down.
That's why it's such a hard thing to unless you're doing a lot of deep dive into film and everything, it's hard to rank teams.
Stop it here. Injury timeout.
We got looks like a cramp.
Stops the clock with 7:51 to play in the game.
That's Gavin Muller. Of course, we got a running clock, and then we stop it. So first time on tonight. That's good to see. Senior Michael Wagner.
Clock runs again. So now checking in on walk-on. That's still a 2-point walk-on lead. Van Meter, there's a final there. Van Meter beats Albia 56-10. Hand off Youngblood, and just nowhere to go. Cut down nicely by Cooper Street.
Yep. Now we're starting to see some of the younger guys filter in. We got out there Jacob Vance, who does play here and there. He's out there. They've pulled Quinn off of the safety. That's the right move there.
Well, now did they throw District 3 altogether next week? That would be...
I wouldn't enjoy that.
There's no chance. But I could possibly see maybe one District 3 rematch. But nice play there. Osage strings out Youngblood. They'll tackle him for no gain.
Will Bielefeld did a really good job coming up and forcing the momentum to stop. So
also in on the play, Bo Rage.
And I think they're going to pull Bo, get him his curtain call for the evening. Oh, pulling Bo Taylor. Okay.
6:20 to play, 3rd down and 10. They run it again to Youngblood and just nothing. Rage there again. So 4th down and 10. Jesup looks over at that far sideline. They're going for it.
Yeah.
6 minutes to play.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the JV offense come in here.
Yeah. Yep, Coach. We could just hear Coach Kyle from here said offense 2s will be in. So good timeout.
That'll be Jesup's second of the half.
So under 6 minutes to go in this thing. 4th down and 10 coming up. Check some scores. Still no, there is another final. Mediapolis beats Northeast. So the district number 1 and 2 in District 4. Well, actually, the number 2 is out. Northeast is Anamosa, their number 1 and 4, is losing by 2. Last update on walk-on.
Okay.
I wonder if that's just ever happened before. I'm sure it has.
With
all the years where all four in your district win, in one district win, and then all 4 in another district lose. I'm sure it's happened, but
true.
Yeah. Well, now Jesup, they do bring out the punting unit. So Youngblood to punt. Osage will send out Voklander as he runs back. Nice punt by Youngblood. Voklander. He'll make the catch at the 20. Nice return. He's got 15 yards on the return, and he'll be taken out of bounds at the
nice tackle
37.
Nice tackle on the play by Abe Sullivan. Good. Abe Sullivan's good-looking sophomore. Always around the ball, making plays.
Got to start the clock. So 5 minutes to go in this game. Osage does have the number 2s out there on offense. So Tate Tabbert comes in at quarterback. He started 2 games this year for Osage at quarterback. Tabbert with 11 completions on 20 attempts, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns in those 2 starts.
There we go. Getting everybody lined up.
Bobbles a snap, and Tabbert will jump on it, so 2nd down.
Well, hands are cold, right? Hands are cold. They haven't done a lot here in the second half, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember, he almost dropped that last PAT, too, for a while.
Right.
It was a low snap. He did a great job picking it up.
Yeah,
Well,
he
not on you, Tate.
Yeah, he kind of got it kind of collected over there, but we'll give you this one.
So 10 o'clock tomorrow, Green Devil fans, you can...
Oh, we're going under center. That's probably the wise move.
You can keep up with social media or follow the IHSAA.org site. There's a powerful run of, gosh, got all the yards he lost back and then 5 more. So
got
about a 9-yard run.
Part of most of the starting offensive line still in. I think they've taken Ledger off for the night. Replaced him with Tristan Huseman.
3rd down and 6. Trying to see that the running back. That is Jacob Vance.
Okay.
Right? Number 10? Is that?
I think that's who's back there.
Yeah, that's Vance.
I think that's who's back there.
No, I know. He's got a visor. Third down. Handoff Vance, and he's quickly wrapped up. He'll be thrown down. Number 50 making the stop for Jesup. That is Dan Clayberg.
Yeah.
Senior.
Senior getting some snaps in there.
So he's got to lose a yard.
I think we're going to punt team.
4th and 6.
I wouldn't have minded going for it. We could say we watched a game with no punts for Osage.
Well, Osage, as we've seen in previous years, were a big lead. They, not necessarily a fake punt, but the punter runs.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see that this year. That
not.
was
that was a little bit of controversy.
There's a nice roll there from Blair. They'll be down at the 17 by Voigtlander. So 2.5 minutes to go in this game. Clock continues to run. Osage up by 40 here. When you get up by 35 or more in the second half, you do get continuous clock. The only thing that can stop it is touchdowns and timeouts. We're into the quarter, too.
We've got a stoppage, and then, okay, Jesup's taking his last timeout.
Timeout. So they're at a timeout. 2:11 to play in the game. Let's check that bound. Oh, Anamosa retakes it. Well, they take a lead with 1 minute to play. That's a 46-40. So Anamosa back on top of walk-on.
Well, good. You would hope a number 1 seed would have the fight in them for that, and apparently they did. So it'd be interesting to see the box score on that game. How the scoring came about. You know, did walk-on in the second half have some turnovers?
West Lyon over Garner Hayfield Ventura, 42-0. That's a final. I said earlier, Van Meter.
That's a long trip for that.
Van Meter beat Albia 56-10. But the upset of the night.
Absolutely.
Most people are calling an upset. We're not really going to. Crestwood over Crestwood over Roland Story.
Northeast Iowa represent, right?
You know it. First and 10, Jayhawks. They got some second stringers in there as well.
I'm trying to think. I see we still have
a quarterback. They moved
in here, right?
They put Vogel as number 11.
Oh, 11. Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You're right. It is Treptow.
Yeah, he's senior. They're letting him play that out. Nope, they're pulling him off. Okay, give him a round of applause for a career for the Jayhawks. All right, at quarterback, I think it's Vogel.
Hand it off on the ground again. Yeah, that is Vogel running the QB, or is that number 12, actually? They might actually be.
Well, they ran Treptow off here this last play, so there is a new QB.
12. That's Dominic Delagardelle, Jr.
Okay.
Maybe the
quarterback for next year. Delagardelle, where did we?
There was a Delagardelle when we played him.
Okay.
I love saying that name.
Yeah.
Or back in 2020, Osage and Jesup.
Okay, there we go.
Just the sixth meeting between these two, at least dating back to 1955. That's
lots of young bloods on the roster also.
That's a common name down in that Jesup area. Third down, possibly the final play of the game. It's fourth down, and they don't have to snap it. This could be it.
Right.
4th and 5, it looks like.
Apparently the theme tonight was camo in the student section. Either that or a lot of them came in from.
Jesup is not going to snap the ball again. They're lining up, so your final.
Students were going down to congratulate, but I don't think they're allowed to do that for a state game. So,
yeah, they got to wait for them to get off the field. Yeah, when you make the playoffs, it's
changes some of the dynamics a little bit.
It is a state event. It is not what you normally do. So
probably
final score. Osage 53, Jesup 13.
Jesup 13.
The Green Devils improve to 6-3 on the year. Jesup will retire 2024 with a 4-5 overall record. Kudos to the Jayhawks and second-year head coach Jacob McMartin. This is only the fourth time in Jesup history that they've made the playoffs, and they went back-to-back years, so a lot to be proud of. A very good senior class for Jesup. 12 kids on the roster are seniors. So outstanding last two seasons for them. I know tonight doesn't go the way they wanted, but man, that's a tough football team. They left it all out there. Osage just made a few more plays tonight. They've been playing some really good football.
Well, once they got momentum going, and that's one thing this team does play with well, is the momentum. So that's a hard train to stop. So, yeah, we await the, I don't know when they repair.
It'll be tomorrow at 10.
Tomorrow at 10.
Tomorrow at 10, we'll find out who.
No more waiting up till 3 in the morning.
No. I did that the first year. I think the last year that they did that was the first year I got to see Osage make the playoffs. That would have been in 18, the fall of 18. Osage made the playoffs, and I stayed up and waited, and they got paired with West Branch at about 3 in the morning. So you go to Quick Stats then or whatever it was, and you're trying to find out all the information on West Branch,
right?
All that stuff. Then you can't go to bed. Next thing you know, it's 5 a.m. and you got all that adrenaline. But nope, you can sleep easy tonight, knowing that you can wake up in the morning and find out your.
Yep. You're not missing anything.
53-13, the Green Devils win it. We'll start the post-game show. You're tuned in to Green Devil football on GSPN.
Farmers Mutual Insurance, your local Osage, Iowa insurance carrier, aims to attract individuals who want reliable and top-notch insurance solutions for them and their families. Our policies help protect what matters most. Contact your local Farmers Mutual Insurance agent today. We are a proud supporter of the Osage Green Devil Sports Network.
Unlock your farm's full potential with DeKalb and Asgrow from Jensen Seeds, a proud supporter of Osage High School. Our seed delivers higher yields through innovative crop protection and plant breeding. Choose Jensen Seeds and watch your farm thrive. Call Brad at 641-425-0494.
Looking to tackle your next big project? At Mark's Tractors and Implements, we have the best selection of top quality equipment and expert service to get the job done right. From Tractors and Implements, we've got you covered. Visit us at 3787 Red Ball Road, Osage, Iowa. Mark's Tractors and Implements. Go Big Green.
At Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're here for you and your family. Trust us with your health because you deserve the best. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted health care partner for life. Learn more at mcrhc.com. We are a proud sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
Osage Co-op Elevator is more than just grain storage. From agronomy to animal feed, propane to expert grain marketing, we've got your farm covered. Visit online at osagecoop.com for all your agricultural needs. Proud supporter of your Green Devils.
When it comes to electricity, tree and snow removal, trust Sharper Services. Our experts, Terry and Corey, light up your homes and clear your space. They are fast, reliable, and always professional, brightening your day and clearing your way. Call 641-732-3630. We are proud to support the Osage Green Devils. Protect what matters most with State Farm. Our unique plans offer peace of mind and a reliable coverage for you and your loved ones. Stop in and visit Craig Eisman at 1429 Main Street in Osage to get a quote today and experience the difference of personalized Green Devil service.
Ready to take your career to the next level? Join the team where the action never stops. As a proud sponsor of Osage Athletics, A-to-Z Drying is currently hiring. Contact HR at 641-732-8505. A-to-Z Drying is an equal opportunity employer. Go Green Devils.
During difficult times, Champion Funeral Home is here to offer guidance and comfort. Let us help you create a meaningful tribute to celebrate your loved one. Contact us at 641-732-3706 or stop in to sit down with our caring staff.
Support GSPN, our student-led sports streaming network, and help us bring every game to you live. Scan the QR code now or send your payment to 820 Sawyer Drive to donate and keep the action going for our athletes, families, and fans. Every contribution counts. Thank you, Green Devils.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson back with you inside Sawyer Field here in the broadcast booth. Post-game show, Osage wins it over Jesup 53-13. The Green Devils go to 6-3 on the season, and they will play a round 2 game next week. We'll find out who our opponent is tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Just looking at this one, as you can see the seniors on the screen right now, they're making their final walk of what is likely their last game here on Sawyer Field. A senior class of 10 kids did an outstanding job, and what a year they're having, and they're not done yet. Madden Eulenhop, Jake Krebs back, Isaac Hodek, also Will Bielefeld, Braden Blair, Michael Wagner, Tillman Welge, Bo Taylor, also Bo Rage, Ledger Niels. Those are your 10 seniors on this Green Devil football team who get one more game at least as they make their quest to the Dome. To get there, you got to win in round 1, and they get it done tonight, 53-13. Looking at your scoring in this football game, Jesup got on the board first, a 65-yard run from the quarterback, Ryan Treptow, on a 3rd down and 6, and he just took it right up the gut. Treptow to the house, but Osage would block the PAT, so it put Jesup up 6-0, 10:40 to play in the first quarter. But Osage, they answered quickly. 91-yard kickoff return for touchdown from Madden Eulenhop. PAT by Hodek put Osage up 7-6, and they would never trail in the game again. They'd get a touchdown to go in front, 13-6, with Severin Dodd, a 1-yard run. The PAT was no good. So with 3:47 to play in the first quarter, Osage up by 7. Jesup would tie it on the first play of the second quarter. Treptow, 1-yard touchdown run. PAT was good. Knotted the game up at 13, but that's where Osage would score 40 unanswered points. Gavin Mueller, a 7-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. Quinn Street had a pair of touchdown runs in the final minute of the second quarter. A 6-yard run and a 3-yard run. Osage would score a touchdown on the very final play of the second quarter, get a 2-point conversion to go up 33-13 at the half. And then the Green Devils would receive the second half kickoff. Jesup tried a little onside kick. Green Devils recovered it at the 51-yard line. They marched right down the field, or the 49-yard line, 51 yards away. Come on now. I haven't pulled something like that for a long time. But Osage would march right down the field. Brock Trees would score his first of 2 touchdowns on a 2-yard run. PAT was good, made it 40-13 with 9:02 to go in the third quarter. Quinn Street would find the end zone for a hat trick, an 8-yard run. Green Devils went for 2, didn't get it. So after 3 quarters, Green Devils led 46-13. And then in the fourth quarter, Brock Trees, a 1-yard touchdown run. Hodek's PAT made it 53-13. Get the running clock going, and Osage would bleed out the rest of the clock and get this win 53-13. We will have Chris Kyle coming up, the head coach of your Osage Green Devils, who lives to coach another week. It's always fun for those guys because you just never know when that last game is going to be. Osage gets their 5th playoff win of all time. They're now 5-4 or 5-14 in the playoffs. This is their 15th state playoff appearance. Back-to-back playoff appearances where they do get a victory. They got a win a couple years ago over Clarion Goldfield, and now a win tonight over Jesup. And since 1955, Osage gets their 355th all-time victory. So they're now 355 and 260-3 since 1955. And head coach Chris Kyle picks up his 10th win of his second year as a Green Devil head coach. He's now 10-7, and he is now joining us. Coach, kind of maybe a slow start for the defense. You give up the long touchdown run, but you return the next kickoff for another touchdown. Eulenhop, his second score of the year on the kickoff return. And then your offense really never got stopped tonight. Man, what you guys were calling and what you were doing was working, and then the defense tightened up and pitched a shutout, pretty much since the first play of the second quarter on. defense pitches a shutout, and you guys move on to round 2. How'd it feel?
It just feels great, just so proud of our kids, and we knew there would be some sort of drop in terms of, that week off. We were wondering, okay, where is that going to affect us most? And, and I thought we just didn't play as fast and physical early on defense, and they did some really nice things. Like that quarterback was a lot. I guess we didn't give him quite enough credit as far as his legs. We thought, make him hurt us with his legs a little bit, and he did. He did a really nice job. And I just thought offensively, our O-line did a phenomenal job all night. We knew that we liked our matchup there, and we just really wanted to attack that. And I think anytime you can start with a big strike like that with Madden, I think it just brought any doubt of where we were at in the game. It just brought it all back to our kids. And
it's a momentum.
Yes, it was huge
right there.
Huge momentum swing
back
for us. And then we get a stop, a 3-and-out, and then we get the ball back, and we just drive down the field and score right away. I thought Quinn did a really good job managing the offense, both the run and the pass. Some of the wrinkles we put in this week I felt like really helped us. As far as getting our backs downhill a little more and working some of our finer stuff with our running game. But as a whole, I was just so proud of the way we played.
Absolutely.
I just thought the kids handled the playoff environment so well. We didn't get too high. We didn't get too low. And I thought we finished the game in the second half. I was glad we were able to get some of our other guys' time, there in the fourth quarter and try and get all of our seniors out there and, just really give them one more chance out here. And with whatever happens, there's an outside shot we could play again here.
So, you never know.
Depends where we end up in the seeding and where they put us. And, I feel like we did everything we could to show what type of football team we are. And just excited to see where the state puts us tomorrow morning.
Coach, I think the big thing just coming into this game where you don't play last week in week 8, so you get 2 weeks off and you don't really know. I mean, you talked about the last couple weeks. It's been strange at practice, and then your defense gives up the long touchdown run. I don't know if it was maybe some doubt in your mind, but at what point, you guys get the kickoff return. Was there at what point in this game where you were like, hey,
we're all right.
We're okay. Yep.
I think we talked about we have to score anyway to win. So, it's a matter of that's just been our mantra all year is if we give up a big play or a score or we're down, it's, hey, we got to score to win anyway. And we just really try and keep our kids level-headed and try and keep working. And we talked about, we talked about the book we read for leadership, they talk about Murphy's Law and how you have to attack Murphy. And in moments where things are going bad, you have to find a way to fight back out of it. And that was honestly, that was something we talked about pregame was that, something's going to happen and we've got to find a way to respond to that. And I thought our guys really, really responded well, get the big kickoff, and then when we were able to run the ball and run pretty much whatever we wanted on offense as far as what, inside zone, outside zone, whatever we were wanting to run, I'm like, all right, we're going to be fine, And then when Quinn started taking off with his legs and felt more comfortable running the ball,
Coach, the question I have is the defense. This Jesup team puts up yards.
Yes, sir.
Right? And outside about, at my unofficial count, maybe 3 big plays, like big chunk yardage plays. Our defense kept them at bay.
Yes, sir.
And part of that, I think, was maybe psychological to the Jayhawks is, hey, we're not scoring on 65-yard plays every time, and now things are getting tougher and tougher. And the defense, we were talking about it, you come off like we call it the bye week. How do you simulate that speed? Well, we saw it in that first quarter, like, oh, this guy can run. All right, now our heads are screwed on. Oh, we took a kickoff back, and now we're back in it. And now they kind of just seem to settle in. That second drive was a good drive by Jesup, but they had a chunk play in there. And after that, you stop them, and then you get the momentum back. And we were talking after the pick 6 that got called back. Like, you could see maybe there was some things were starting to get a little bit loose in the first 2-3 downs, and then you get that play of the face mask, and all of a sudden, laser focus back into it. And then boom, 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 down the field you go. Awesome. Like that's a well-coached team once you can get those guys, get the horses corralled again, basically, right?
Well, and I think, I think we were hoping, hopefully we get the touchdown there. And I
Right.
think there was a little bit of a, shoot, what we could have had there. And then, it's just to take
you
a
get
couple plays.
this roller coaster.
Yep.
The game is a roller coaster
Yep.
all the time.
Yep.
And your job's hard enough as it is, but now you got to take out the big highs and the big lows and hey, saddle up and let's go.
We tell our kids all the time, never get too high, never get too low, that everything is a lot closer than it seems.
Yep.
So,
and on another thing, this is interesting. This is a little bit off the game because Osage dominated here. That's no two ways about that. But District 3 had a good showing tonight.
Yep. Looks like
almost 4-0.
Yeah, it looks like
it was
I wondered that Anamosa Waukon game.
Waukon was up 20 at halftime, but lost by 6.
Shoot.
A touchdown in the final
We'll take
minute
3
for
and 1.
Anamosa.
We'll take 3 and 1.
Yeah. Crestwood goes down and beats Rolling Story. I mean, I know you and Coach Denner get along
that'll be
real
the
well.
talk.
That's
that'll
going
be
to
talk
be
tonight around the state, right?
Yep.
That'll be some of that, and North Fayette Valley took care of their opponent. I think it's 41-14. I think that. So we talked about it, like what you do in the preseason. We call it preseason or pre-district.
Yep.
Hey, the records aren't shiny.
Right.
There's a lot of 5 and 3s, 4s and 4s going in.
Yep.
But the games you played in September show up here.
Yep.
So
yeah, we talked about it. We only played one non-playoff team all year.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was New Hampton, and that's a pretty good football team.
Crazy.
Hey, they won tonight.
Yeah,
too.
they beat I saw they beat North Butler. So that's
I
a
think
4-1 night. We'll take it.
Or
4-1 night for District 3.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
But I just think our district is battle tested. We play physical downhill football. A lot of, everybody's more of a run heavy focus. And I think as the weather gets colder, that plays pretty well. We play pretty decent defense, I would say, as a whole in our district, even, against the good teams we played, the Independences, the Decoras, the Dykes, the MFLs, those teams aren't slouches by any means.
No, absolutely not.
St. Ansgar,
Yeah.
every team, even Garner is looking like a lot better, win for us as the year goes on, and look like they put up a pretty decent fight out at
that's a tough ask to go out west and do that. So.
I think our district's really shown well, and just excited to keep playing football.
It'll be interesting to see what the pods are tomorrow. Yep. I mean, possibly a chance for maybe a district rematch in there. I mean, it's possible.
The numbers say it would, but we'll see what the rest of the state looks like, right?
Yep.
So,
but
you can only play who they put in front of you.
For sure. So. And, as our hope is just to get high enough that we avoid, a couple of the big hammers,
the big thumpers,
up,
right?
Yeah, you want
up top.
You play teams like that. You want that like in the quarterfinals where because the further you get in the playoffs, like the closer those games are, like there's kids start believing.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, maybe the underdog. Yeah, they really start believing, and the next thing you know, that game's a dogfight.
Right.
And
the favorites start getting some pressure on them. And
so
yeah.
You just take it one game at a time. You can't play round 2 unless you win round 1, and you guys did that tonight, getting the win, 53-13. Coach, we appreciate you coming up here. You guys have done an awesome job. The last 3 games we've been playing, that team just keeps clicking. They're so fun, and I'm just so excited to see who we're gonna get tomorrow, and whoever it is, we'll go to war. And I'm just excited to see these guys again.
Yep. We got to get Coach down to the track.
Yeah,
he's got some tag football to play out here. So,
Well, Coach, as always, we appreciate everything. We'll talk to you next week.
Right.
That is Chris Kyle, the head coach of your Osage Green Devils. Osage wins it tonight, 53-13 over the Jesup Jayhawks to go to 6-3 overall, and move on to round 2 in the playoffs. Josh, one thing that we just really need to plug, we can't thank our Emerald sponsors enough. You've seen their logo just rotating in that top left corner. But we'll play just a quick video for you here. I mean, we would appreciate
donations. Anything you can. They go to the operating of GSPN and equipment and everything else.
Yeah, equipment, and then it's just. You can make a donation. There's a QR code. We'll show you a video soon. You can make a donation to the Osage Booster Club. You can write a check to Osage Community Schools. Just anything. Whether it's a couple bucks or something. I mean, we're not asking.
No.
You don't have to shove out $100 or whatever.
The fee every week to broadcast, right? Or is this a postseason fee?
No, yeah, you got to pay. You got to pay fees
every
each
time
week.
you advance. You got to pay another fee.
Just like volleyball. I mean, we had volleyball Wednesday this week. Osage girls, shout out to them, a 3-0 sweep over South Winneshiek. So Osage volleyball will play on Monday at Sumner Fredericksburg, and that'll be our next broadcast here on GSPN. We'll pay for those video rights.
Yep.
And then we'll do it again for the playoff game next week, wherever that is. So I mean, any donation that you could give to GSPN, I mean, much appreciated. You donate to the Osage Booster Club. That money stays in the school. They'll buy stuff for athletics, just anything. I mean,
just even the donation for a cost if you're going to attend the game in person.
Yeah.
Right. $5, $6, $7. $20 goes a long ways towards getting you. The good chance we're going to be on the road next week.
Very likely.
And we hope people come with us wherever we're going.
The only 1 versus 4 we're waiting to see is Spirit Lake, which I would be shocked. They're taking on Cherokee. I mean, that's a close game. I mean, maybe some history there between those two.
I'd have to believe it'd be a total shocker if Spirit Lake did not win that.
So if Spirit Lake were to win, that would guarantee Osage on the road because district champions cannot play each other in round number 2. That is pretty much the lone guarantee. You can have district rematches in round 2, but district champions can't play each other. So if Spirit Lake, which they'd be favored to win, that would put district champions at 8-0. So
right,
obviously Osage would have to go on the road next week. You almost maybe had a chance at home with Waukon.
For the folks at home, we've got all sorts of charts and everything up here. So if you see us looking to the left, it's not that somebody's talking to us. Nolan's got his blackboard of
whatever
information out here. So
hey,
he's the crazy wizard.
I did okay on my my predictions for first round matches in Class 2A. I'm gonna pat my own back because one year that I guessed first round matches, I was like 6-10.
Sure,
not good. This year I went 13-3. So
I'm gonna petition for you to be part of the Radio Iowa voting crew, but I doubt you.
Yeah, probably.
I think you got to be a media member to get into that.
Probably not. I see a lot of people. It's hard for us to follow the live chat. We apologize for that. We haven't really been watching that so much because we got to run the scoreboard on our computer too.
Correct.
So it takes away the live chat. So a shout out. We've had a lot of people. We had viewer all the way down West Des Moines.
That's Kevin Kazel. Yep.
Let's see, 100 Ketchum. He was all the way down in Arkansas.
Okay.
Former student, former alum for Osage. You got Spencer Mooberry over at Northern Illinois, getting ready to start.
Must have let him out of the wrestling room there.
Yeah. So Mooberry shouting out. So thanks to everybody for chiming in on the live chat. We got to do a better job of that. But real quickly, I just want to play this video. We'll come back and just keep rambling and wrap this thing up. I just want to show you this video. I mean, if you want to contribute to GSPN, I mean, we'd much appreciate it. We're not asking for a lot. It could just be $2. If you wanted to, I don't think they'd turn it down.
We're not saying you have to stop at 2.
No, but here's just that quick video for you.
Support GSPN, our student-led sports streaming network, and help us bring every game to you live. Scan the QR code now or send your payment to 820 Sawyer Drive to donate and keep the action going for our athletes, families, and fans. Every contribution counts. Thank you, Green Devils.
All right, get back to these mugs that you see off the screen. There's a reason.
I'm going to go off screen.
Well, there's a reason why I used to work in radio because I have a face for radio. This is about the one time I'm in front of a screen. I don't like it. But no, a fun one tonight for Green Devil fans, a 53-13 win. I expected to see a lot of points tonight, but the Osage defense just really tightened up. And
I had 34-20 as my prediction, and I was not anywhere close. That was like almost the halftime score.
I didn't have any. I don't know. I didn't make a score in my head. It was a good game. Osage is just they're playing their best football at the right time.
It's going to be hard to handicap Osage because you only got 4 games with Quinn Street at a full clip. Three games.
3 at quarterback.
3.5.
I mean,
we'll call it 3.5.
Yeah. He had a club against North Fayette Valley.
Correct. So
couldn't throw.
He did run some offense, which is wild at that point. But, yeah, because you throw these stats up, and you do a great job of throwing up there, but you can almost toss them out. You almost have to narrow it down to, like, the last 4 games.
Yeah, pretty much look at district play, yeah.
Correct. So, and I think the coaching staffs out here know who Quinn Street is. That's not a problem. They just, until you see it in person, he's just so elusive. And what I like is the offense has been tailored around to him. Like, the backs, the receivers are doing a really good job of. There's some backyard football being played at times.
This has been going down since summer ball. I mean,
right. So the play is built, right. The play is built to go somewhere, and then it's not quite there. So Quinn takes off, and these guys have a pretty good idea. Like, should we turn and block, or do we just got to find open space?
Find the keep running your route or change your route. But yeah,
very very Chiefs-esque at times.
We just don't get all the calls.
That's true.
I'm a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, I know you're. Yeah.
We might have a few people like just wondering who the heck we are. We're gonna wrap this thing up, folks. Couldn't do it without the help of Osage Community Schools and the Osage Booster Club coming together. They're the ones that make GSPN possible, and thanks to all the Booster Club sponsors. They are truly the ones that make it all possible.
Absolutely.
And wanted to say thank you to Dakota Otto. He was our camera operator tonight. Dakota filled in.
Graciously volunteered to do that.
Awesome
he just
job.
wanted to be involved somehow. So.
Yeah. So thank you to Dakota, and thank you, Josh, for all that you do. I know we have conversations during the week of trying to figure out or just talk about games and whatnot. But, thanks for all your help. And
well, thanks for the work you put into it. It makes my job easy. I just get to show up and look pretty.
Yeah, well, it's a team effort. So, but, yeah, we'll wrap it up. Big thank you to, again, Josh and Dakota. I'm Nolan Peters. One final time, the Green Devils win it 53-13. We'll find out who their playoff matchup is tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We'll post it on. It'll be everywhere on Facebook, Twitter, however you want to find it. You'll know who Osage is playing right away. And yeah, I mean, if we got to go a long ways away, hey, why not?
Yep,
but if we maybe take a short trip to West Union, I'm saying it's possible.
It's possible.
I don't know, but
everything's on the table.
I don't know. Just when you think you have the state figured out, they pull one out of you and Houdini. You don't know nothing, but. We'll wrap it up. I'm Nolan Peters. This is Josh Olson right here. Thanks to Dakota Otto again. Thanks to the Osage Booster Club sponsors. Couldn't do it without them. Green Devils win it 53-13. As always, go green.